Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here we are on campus. This is Sebastian and saying, holy fucking shit, we are finally here. So I would like to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody listening and also to my fucking co-host, Mark. Mark, how you doing, pal?
How's it going? I would be Mark.
What the fuck is up, Kyle?
Man, man, I'm happy to be here. This is something we've been talking about for a long time. Sometimes our schedules didn't really link up, and I'm glad we were able to kind of get to it and kind of get this going. Right after so many events that happened over these
And
past few
we
weeks.
are definitely going to be talking about all of that. But
Yep.
oh my gosh, this is surreal. And you know what? I'm just gonna probably say this a lot during this episode. I'm fucking tweaking right now. I'm literally tweaking. Um, do you want to tell everybody where we are right now?
So right now we're at St. John's University.
Jamaica, Queens.
Shout out to Rick Pitino for bringing us back.
Slick Rick.
Yep. And yeah, if you don't know, Sebastian and I, we met here in undergrad, literally the first day, first class of college. And we're basically in one of our old classrooms that we linked up in. We didn't have class in here, but we played 2K in here. In
Yes,
senior
we've
year.
had several 2K matches on
Yes.
campus. And Mark actually did mention it. We did meet on the first day of class. Mark, do you
Yes.
remember like how we met?
I believe I was sitting behind you. We were sitting all the way. We were in the back left of the classroom, right? And I
Yeah.
think I was sitting behind you, and I think I I think did you have a cap on?
So you had a Yankees hat on.
Yeah.
And I said to you, I was like, yo, that's a fire hat. And you're like, oh, thanks. And I'm like, you're a Yankees fan. And you're like, yeah. And then I pulled out a pack of gum and I said, yo, do you want a piece of gum? And you looked at me in the most dead serious face and you just said, I don't fuck with gum. And I was like, oh, yeah, man, okay. Sure.
At this point, he's probably thinking in his head, he's like, I'm not talking to this fucking kid. He's
Yeah.
like,
And then
like who the fuck is this kid?
fucking, that was September of 2018.
Yeah.
And now it is fucking, what fucking day is it? July? No, June. June 14th, 2025.
Yes.
Dude, that was fucking
Almost 7 years ago.
holy shit, dude. And here we are now making a fucking podcast.
And
Like, what the fuck is happening right now?
yeah, it's wild. And like, in case you're wondering why we're at St. John's, it's like we always like thought about this. We were saying like, this was an idea that we always had, and it was like we might as well go back to the roots, right? Like this is where we met. Like this is where we had so many events, so many encounters, episodes. And we were like, what's the best place to start the podcast, to start everything up? It will be right here at St. John. So
You know, maybe Dorothy was onto something. There is no place like home.
there is no place like home.
You know, for better or for worse,
Yeah.
this was our home for 4 years.
Yeah. Well, for me,
yeah.
technically for me, 6 years.
Yeah, I mean that's fucking wild.
Yeah.
But 4 years
Yeah.
of, just fucking wild shit, yo. Like we fucking dealt with COVID during
Yeah.
college. Like
Yeah.
that shit was crazy.
I just want to let everybody know, by the way, like I wasn't left back or anything. Like I did my master's. Okay, just to point it out there.
And let's also just, get rid of the elephant in the room. This is audio recording only because we are saving everybody's eyeballs. Like, we're just sparing everybody.
Yes. We talk better than we look. So I don't know how we'd be able to sell. I understand if people like put their AirPods in and maybe they're like working out or like cleaning dishes or something like that, and they're like, okay, these guys are talking about sports. But then it's like, if we have to sell you on the fact that like you have to look at us as you're like baking a cake or something, it's like, just imagine you're baking such a nice cake and you have everything like all laid out. You're like, oh, like it's such a good day, and then you turn on and then you just see me, and then your whole day's like you crack the egg and like the shell falls into like the batter and you're just like I'm gonna blame this brown cake right here. So
My favorite thing is it's just like exactly what you said. Like we're pitching our podcast and it's just like, oh, here are these two like just chill guys like talking about New York and shit. And then all of a sudden they see us in the streets and they just go, man, I didn't know, the zoos can make monkeys talk. Wow, technology is insane, yo.
yeah, just AI is getting too crazy these days.
AI is crazy. Okay, so first, before we jump into our first segment, let's kind of just like talk about what this podcast is. Mark and I, we've known each other almost 7 years, and we've always made a joke like, holy shit, how funny would it be if we were to ever do a podcast? And, because pretty much like the way that we met and like we became boys was through sports.
Yeah.
So, like us always talking every single day about like all of our teams, it's kind of wild to like then now have I guess like an outlet to really talk about what made us so close.
Yeah.
Like we can tweak out on all of our fucking teams and
Yeah.
oh boy, trust me, we fucking will be.
Yeah.
And we'll be talking about everything that's been going on in the sports world of New York. So you know what? Without further ado, I actually wanted to ask you this question. I guess we should also just introduce our fandoms. So Mark, what sports fans are you?
So I keep it simple and I keep it genuine. So I'm a diehard Knicks, Yankees, Giants, Rangers, and St. John's fan too. I gotta throw St. John's in there.
Fuck you, John Calipari.
Yeah,
It's John, right?
Yeah,
John?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck you, John Calipari. Fucking eliminated us, and now you don't want the goddamn New York Knicks job? All right, fine.
But yeah, I mean, as you can see, like I root for all the best and most iconic New York teams, the sub A, if you will,
Really, the brand is true. It's New York or nowhere.
Yeah.
And I guess I'll say what's actually kind of crazy is we literally we match on sports teams. Like, there's not a team
Yeah.
that we don't share.
Yeah.
Which is actually kind of crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I have homies that are like, oh, yeah, like, I'm a Knicks fan, but, like, I'm a Mets fan.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm a, Yankees fan, but I'm a Jets fan.
Yeah.
What's actually so wild is I legitimately think you're the only friend I have that we share all sports teams.
Really?
That, like, we have the same exact sports teams,
Wow,
and that's
that's crazy.
actually
Yeah.
crazy. So to touch on that, I want to ask you the question, do you know your first sports fan moment? Like, how old were you? What happened that made you like, okay, I'm a New York sports fan?
I briefly remember in 2009 when the Yankees won the World Series. At that time, I wasn't really watching sports, and I think what happened is my dad was watching it, and he was watching the World Series, like the last few games, and being 9 years old, you don't really know what's happening, so I see them like they get the trophy and they're like celebrating, and then I remember like at that time like the newspapers were like up, right, and it was like,
Yo, newspapers, dude, the fucking New York Post like newspapers, they to this day they slap.
Yeah.
I fucking love those, and we always send each other like them. They're
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
But continue.
and my dad would always bring home the newspaper, so I would always see so I think for me it was like the memories were kind of like fuzzy because I didn't watch the teams at the time, but then I remember always seeing like Eli Manning and like the Giants and Michael Strahan, and then I see Derek Jeter and Alex Rodriguez. Like I'd be seeing those guys constantly on the newspapers, and it was like you kind of just associate them with winning. And even like I'd be watching news with my mom, like before I went to bed or like going to school in the morning, and they would always just be talking about it, be like, oh, we had a championship parade and stuff. So I think for me it was like I'm growing up and I didn't know like, okay, like these teams could be bad, You know, like when you're a little kid, you're like, okay, they're winning. They're always winning. And I'm like, okay, this is fun. So I think for me, the earliest sports memories is just like briefly, just like Eli, Giants, Jeter, Yankees. And it was those two teams at first. I didn't really start like the Knicks. I didn't really start watching them or like paying attention to the NBA until like maybe like 2011ish when like Melo was there and Jeremy Lin was there and they were talking about them again because like prior to that they really weren't talking about them in a good way. You know, they were talking about them just in a bad way. So yeah, and the same thing with the Rangers too. I started watching them in middle school when they made it to the Stanley Cup Finals.
2014.
Yeah,
Holy,
2014.
Dude,
Yeah.
2014 was, excuse me, was such a fucking trip.
Yeah.
Because, like, I remember when that shit was happening.
Yeah.
Like, everybody in middle school was like, yo, like, we out. Like, fucking New York Rangers, like, we're going to beat the Kings. Like, fuck, oh, my God, fuck them. And then all of a sudden, just like, nope, that shit didn't happen.
And it was so fun, too, because it was New York versus L.A.
Facts.
And whenever you have that, you know, whenever you have, like, one of your big city rivals, whether it's like New York versus LA, New York versus Chicago, New York versus Boston, New York versus Miami, it's like there's always just a special kick to it. And it's like when you're starting to, you know, follow the team and really try to get into it at that point, it's like it's really special.
Dude, yeah. No, you actually make a good point. What's actually fucking crazy is I actually didn't know that you weren't like a fan of the Knicks before you were a fan of like the Yankees.
Yeah.
Which is actually like crazy because like as long as I've known you,
Yeah.
like, I associate you with the Knicks.
Yeah,
which is insane.
I think now it's like they're like them and the Yankees are like my two like top notch like favorite teams. Like obviously like, you know, I care about the Giants and I care about the Rangers, but it's like the Giants, they just been bad for so long. So it's but it's not even like you can sit there and be like, oh, like you're a fake fan. Like I watch the games, like I follow all their moves, but it's just like when they keep making the same mistakes and they keep losing and losing and losing, it's like you kind of disassociate a little bit, you know? And then when your other teams are doing good, it's like obviously you're gonna be paying attention more to like those teams, right? So yeah, to your point. Yeah, I think like now it's like Knicks and Yankees are my two favorite teams. But when I first started, it was Giants, Yankees, Giants, Yankees, Giants, Yankees.
See, I was one of my very first memories of being a sports fan. It's actually crazy because, you know, obviously my dad's not from here.
Yeah.
You know, he's from Colombia, which is actually, it's still, holy shit, dude. You know, dude, he fucking told me this morning that like in like 2 weeks, I think when we're in Jersey, like when we're on vacation, is gonna be 50 years since he's been in this country.
Really?
Yeah, like
wow.
to the day. And I was like, bro, we have to fucking celebrate. Like, let's go to the club or something.
Yeah.
Like fucking Americano. Like vamos. No, but it's actually crazy. You know, my dad, he actually got a Yankees jacket when he was still in Colombia. So he kind of first fell in love with the Yankees. And I actually asked him this morning, I said, Dad, like, what made you a Knicks fan?
Yeah.
You know, like, nobody in our family are Knicks fans. Like, what made... And he literally... I loved his fucking response. And I couldn't wait to tell you this. You know what he said?
What?
He said, because they were New York's team.
Yeah.
And I came to New York, and I just knew it was the fucking Knicks.
Yeah.
So, one of my first... New York sports fan moment was I was like 4 or 5. It was when the first time I went to the Garden for a Knicks game. And this shit sticks out to me because I fucking remember I was sitting there, was dozing off, was falling asleep during the game. They were shooting t-shirt cannons. I got shot with one, and a t-shirt landed on me.
Okay.
And I caught the shirt while sleeping. I got fucking trampled by like 20, like literally like 20-year-old dudes being like, I want that fucking shirt. I want that fucking shirt. Meanwhile, I'm just like, I have no fucking clue what is happening.
Yeah.
Like I'm freaking out. I'm like calling for my mom. But I asked my dad this morning. I was like, do we still have that shirt? And he was like, I don't fucking know. But so that was one of my very first moments. But you also brought it up. Like 2009 is also one that, you know, resonates with me because, you know, exactly what you said, you know, you're 9 years old.
Yeah.
you don't know what you're witnessing.
Yeah.
You know, back in that time, you thought Capri Suns were the best drink ever.
Exactly.
Just wait until you turn 21, kid.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's insane because I was at my dad's side, my dad's family. We were in Staten Island watching the game. It was a Halloween costume party. I was dressed up as Wolverine. I will never forget that because when they won, I was fucking running around with plastic claws, like just like I could have cut somebody. I was like, thank God I didn't poke anybody's eye out. But yeah, no, I remember that run. You know, Derek Jeter, Alex Rodriguez, you know, Nick Swisher, like fucking dude, that shit was fucking crazy. Cause back in 2009, my cousin Robert, Marco's brother, still lived in New York, so he was watching the games at my house. That was the very first time I ever heard the word fuck. Because he said that when they fucking lost. And I was trying to go to bed for school. And to this day, my mom banned Robert from watching the games at my house. Little does she know, she now has fucking me to worry about, you know, tweaking and crashing out on games.
That's the one thing about New York fans is like when we're watching our team, even if it's good or bad, you know, you can't censor us. It's
Oh,
like,
bro, no, like, there is, like, fucking tweaking. Like, and there is tweaking.
yeah,
Like, the true definition of, like, a crash out.
yeah,
Is, like, you want to see, like, a true crash out, you have to fucking look at a New York fan
literally,
watching their team.
literally.
I mean, it's like it's fucking crazy because I saw this take. You know, people are always like, I don't get it. Like, how can a sports fan get so emotional about their team?
Yeah,
I have a question then. Why do girls then get so invested on reality TV?
exactly.
You don't know them.
Exactly.
You don't know those people. So, you know, like on The Bachelor, Bachelorette, like if they get, you know, like somebody doesn't get a rose,
Yeah.
why are you crying
Right.
when they don't get a rose?
Right.
You don't know that person.
Exactly.
You have no relationship with them. Your life does not change no matter if they get a rose or they don't get a
Exactly.
rose. That's the same exact thing with being New York's a fucking sports fan. It doesn't
Right.
matter in New York, but like New York's the best. But as you can tell, we're New Yorkers. it's obvious.
Yeah.
But, you know, we are gonna be that stigma that's like there's nothing better than New York. And you know, the great Carmelo did say it. You're not a New Yorker unless at least once you say, "Man, fuck this place."
Man, fuck this place, bro.
But that is what it's fucking like. You know, that's what being a sports fan is. You know, you have no correlation. You have no relationship with the team.
Yeah.
But there's just something about it that you can't explain to people that don't understand why you're so like your emotions they get fucking toyed with.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the ups are up and the downs are god awful.
Yeah.
You know, like
It's literally like when you're watching these teams, it's like you're watching them grow up in a way. You know, when they draft somebody, and it's like you're looking at them, they're like a 19, 20-year-old kid, and then you're like, man, I hope they're good. Like I hope they succeed. I hope they become like one of the best in the league. And even when they trade those guys and they get new guys back, it's like you're always gonna root for these guys. It doesn't matter like what they are, whatever. Like it's like you want them to do good. You want your team to do good. And it's like when your team is winning, there's nothing that could compare to it. And it's like I said this too. It's like you can't have people that criticize you and they're like, oh, like this last couple weeks with the Knicks, and they were like, oh, you guys didn't even make it to the finals. You guys made it to the conference finals. You got to understand. And I don't know if you noticed too. I think I probably sent you like a couple edits, but Mike Breen said this like on the telecast. It was like, if you're a Knicks fan under the age of 25, you've never seen your team get this far before. If you're a Knicks fan under the age of 52, you've never seen your team win a championship. A Knicks fan under the age of 52. Just think about that.
No, that's fucking wild.
That's
And
insane.
We'll definitely dive into that. But I'll also say crazy shit is, you know, we grew up, we saw Yankees chip,
Yeah.
two Giants chips.
Two Giants chips.
Um,
Talk about like a complete opposite of what it is like these days. It's
I
like,
know,
it's
dude, it's fucking wild. Like, we saw like prime New York Giants. To this day, it actually like blows my mind because you see the team now
yeah.
and you're like, holy shit. Like, when you really
What the
think
fuck?
about it,
Yeah.
it's like it doesn't feel that long ago, but it fucking feels that long ago.
Yeah.
Like compared to how they look.
They were the
Shout
last
out
team.
fucking number 10, Eli Manning. We
The
fucking
last
miss
team.
you, dog.
Yeah, last team to win a championship. I mean, the Liberty won it last year, but like.
Yeah, and no, I mean shout out Liberty, yo. Like
Yeah, no,
Sabrina
no, no,
Ionescu.
Sabrina.
Dude, they're fucking 9-0
Listen,
right now.
it's funny you mentioned that they're playing Caitlin Clark right now, so
Yeah.
they're looking to go 10-0 for the first time in franchise
Are they
history.
playing right now?
Right now, yeah.
What's the score?
I will check.
Yeah,
They're
check for me.
looking to go 10-0 right now, which I believe is the first time in franchise history.
We're also gonna say Caitlin Clark. I love her as an athlete, as like a player. She's a babe. I fucking hate her as an Indiana Pacers fan. She kind of ticks me off.
Yeah, yeah. What's funny? One of my friends, Drew, he runs a Giants page. He actually posted this last night. It was Caitlin Clark at the game, and she was dapping up Tyrese, and my boy, he puts on the caption on the picture. He's like, "Fuck you, Tyrese. You sent my team home, and now you're talking to my bitch."
Yeah, no, that's hilarious. But
they're down by 3 right now. The Liberty are down by
Liberty?
3. Yeah.
How much time left?
I believe it's the second half. So.
Okay.
Yeah, second half just started. So it's a good game. It's a good game.
Yeah, let's go Liberty.
Yeah, yeah.
But what's wild is, I could remember the first Super Bowl of the Giants. I wasn't a fan of football.
Yeah.
So like when I grew up, it was mostly just the Yankees. Like my dad, like embedded the Yankees into my brain.
Yeah.
It was like Yankee shirts, Yankees hats. Like you're going to the baseball games. Like I remember, for my communion, I got a limo to the crib to pick my family up to go to the old the old Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
And then obviously Giants win the first Super Bowl. So at that point, I wasn't a fan of football.
Yeah.
And then the year after, my dad, just one Sunday, I'll never forget it. I was walking by, and he said, "Sebastian, sit down." He's like, "I'm going to teach you football." And I've never looked back since.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I've been a football fan.
Yeah.
And so the second second Super Bowl, I was already like full on, like, okay, like let's go Giants, like, Big Blue, like all that shit, JPP, Victor Cruz, Hakeem Nicks. But it's actually crazy, the transition, because like it wasn't that long, the time between the first Super Bowl and the second Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how I can go from, oh yeah, I don't really like follow football, to like, nah, like I bleed football.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. So, today we're obviously going to talk about all of our teams. So we are actually going to dive into what we like to call this segment is going to be Homer's Highlights. And it's going to make sense because we're going to talk about only our teams. So I'm sorry, Jets fans, Mets fans, Islanders, Nets fans. First of all, Nets fans, who are you? Where are you? Like
You're offending like the 10 people.
You are more
in New
rare
York.
than Sasquatch. You are more rare than me getting a girlfriend. Like seriously. But we're gonna talk about all of our teams, but like we'll give y'all your fame. We'll have little side talks. But we're mostly gonna focus on all of our teams. So I think we have to start with the team that just had their season end, and we already started talking about it, and obviously that's the New York Knicks. So let's start with just the beginning. Last year, it was an awesome playoff run. Had a great round one against Philadelphia. Fuck Philly. Fuck Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid, we fucking hate you. And you know what? Shout out to fucking Jay Hollahan. Psych, you fucking bitch. Fuck you, you Philly fuckhead. No, I'm kidding. I love you, dude. It was an awesome series to watch.
Yeah,
it was so fun.
Right.
We have obviously the classic Mike Breen, Dante DiVincenzo, bang, bang. Like, that shit, I still get hyped to that shit.
Oh yeah, I still.
Dude,
I
can listen to that and I'll get like chills.
Yeah.
It's actually insane.
That was, I mean, aside from like this year, that was like the most hype I was for a shot. Like that was like,
hell yeah.
I don't even realize like how the fuck that happened.
Yeah. No. So, and then the next round we played the Pacers, and they played let's be honest, an injured team.
Yeah.
We were riddled with injuries, and we had a very quiet walkout. This is game 7. They walk out of the Garden, and you pick your head up, and you're like, okay, the future is bright. The sun is always shining, and we head into the off season. First big thing of the off season, they named Mr. fucking Captain Clutch the captain of the New York Knicks.
Yes, sir.
What was your fucking take on that?
Well, I saw the rumors started like coming out like a month or two like prior to the season ending, and there were like whispers around the league that like Brunson was gonna take a huge pay cut to stay. Now I wasn't gonna like put it past him, but I feel like now, especially like with how the markets are, it's like they say a player's gonna take, especially a star player, is gonna take a big pay cut, and it usually ends up being like 5 or 10 million, right? So while it could help the team out, a little bit, it's like, is it really a big discount? But when you saw, like, if you look into it, he literally sacrificed over $100 million. Like, I don't know what other, I mean, and the thing is too, nobody else has done it since then. I don't know what other athlete is really gonna say like, hey, I'm gonna sacrifice literally, and my prime years, and this is like my opportunity to get paid, right? And it's like, yeah, I'm gonna give up $100 million just for the sake of the team.
Yeah, dude, that was insane, because that was probably about a year ago by now.
Yeah.
Because when was he like named captain? It was like late June, early July.
I want to say it was July. I think it was after the draft. I believe.
So more like mid July.
Yeah, it was somewhere around there, I think.
Okay.
But I mean, credit to the Knicks for naming him captain. I mean, he definitely deserves it after that. I mean, you sacrifice $100 million. It's not just for like for him, but it's also for the team, especially with like all the money situations now. It's like, if you want to build a championship team, your guys have to take big pay cuts. And I mean, we've seen it time and time again. Going back to LeBron's days in Miami, like LeBron, Wade, Bosh, they all took pay cuts, right? And they won championships. And I like how this is right before Woj retired too.
Woj, shout out Woj.
Woj
bombs are, to this day, Woj bombs are like the greatest thing ever. Like,
I agree.
I've always wanted to have something successful in my life to be like, damn, that was a fucking Woj bomb. At the moment. Like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna fucking say it. Family's probably gonna listen to this, but when I fucking lost my virginity, that was a Woj bomb. That was a fucking Woj bomb moment. But yeah, no, that fucking Woj retiring, that was insane.
Yeah. I remember seeing the tweet. Like, I was at work, and Woj was like, one last Woj bomb for you. He was like, I'm leaving ESPN. He said I'm done. He said, I've spent so many years here. It's like, I've got to move on. And I believe now it's pretty cool. He's the GM for his old college's basketball team.
That's right. Where did he go again?
St. Bonaventure. It's somewhere upstate. I forgot the name. I know they're called the Bonnies.
One of the Bonnie Blue. Well, yeah, no, but to get back to the Knicks, that was fucking wild, because around that time was when I started listening to Barton Hahn at that point. Alan Hahn, so obviously he works for MSG. Yeah. He was really heavy on talking about this, and when they named, it was like that 1 week of just like all Knicks, because it was like OG re-signed. Yeah. I remember when OG signed the 5-year deal. Yeah. Because I was driving.
I was on the bus.
And you fucking texted me. I pulled over because I saw your text in caps. OG. And I was like, oh shit. So I pulled over and I saw your fucking text, and I saw Bleacher Report that he signed the 5-year extension. And then it was like all that. It was that, Jalen becoming captain, and, for quite some time, it was just those two things. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, we hear something that, Knicks fans were always rumoring, like, oh, yo, like, how fucking crazy would it be if the fucking Nova boys could
Yeah.
reunite, they could get, Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson, Dante DiVincenzo, and Mikal Bridges on the New York Knicks. Like, how fucking lit would that be? But nah, the Brooklyn Nets would never do that.
The Brooklyn Nets would never send him over.
They will never trade Mikal Bridges. Holy fucking shit. For 5 goddamn first round picks, and we're gonna fucking talk about that.
Yeah.
But 5 first round picks.
Yeah.
Mikal Bridges got sent over to 7th Ave and joined the New York Knickerbockers. What was your take on that?
So it's funny. It's a little side thing for me. So that day at work that was my first week at work actually. And when that happened, that was the same day that I actually got scammed. And with all the fake Amazon/eBay cards.
Yes.
So
oh my gosh, I remember that.
Yeah. So I think I lost like $300 or something like that. So needless to say, I was in like a really shitty mood. And I remember I get home and like my head's killing me at this point because I'm like, fuck this shit. Like,
I'm gonna tweet. I'm tweeting.
Yeah.
I'm tweeting.
I'm like, yo, I gotta get my money back. I'm like, I'm gonna figure this out tomorrow. And I put my phone and I'm like, okay, like I'm gonna sleep. Like it was too much shit going on today. And then as soon as I'm about to sleep, I literally just see my phone, and it was Woj, and he puts breaking all in cap. And I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like, what happened? And then I see breaking. The Brooklyn Nets are sending Mikal Bridges, and then I didn't see who he was sending it to, so I had to like pull the tweet down, and then I was like, in my head, I'm like, there's no way like it's us, right? And I pull down, and I see the Knicks, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, no fucking way, Mikal Bridges. And also, a thing too I wanted to point out as well, a lot of people were saying, they were like, when we got Mikal, they were like, oh, that's the Knicks' replacement for OG. They were like, oh, OG's gonna walk. They were like, they were like, oh, they know OG's gonna walk. And I'm like, I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, bro, none of you guys know what the fuck's happening. The Knicks don't send 5 first-round picks out unless they know they're gonna get this other guy back. You know what I mean? Like, they know what they're doing. They're not gonna do that. If OG actually left in free agency, they're not gonna be like, oh, let's put 5 picks on one guy. We're gonna run out the bench. So, like, fuck those people, first of all. So we get Mikal, we get OG back, and that week I'm feeling really good about myself, really, really good. And I never really feel good about myself, so
Yeah, we never feel good about ourselves. I think the only time like we are up and we're like, yo, I'm hot shit is when like some sports shit happens.
Yeah.
Like literally like our like personal victories, we're just like, oh, like okay.
Yeah.
But when it's like a sports like shit, you're like, nah, I am up right now.
It feels so good right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's fucking wild because we had that happen, and then help me out, was the viewing party that we went to, the live roommates party, that was before the big cat trade, right?
Yes, that was before, because I remember people were asking him. They were like, "Where's Dante?" Like,
where's he was in China.
I think it was literally like a week before.
He was in China.
Yeah,
I remember.
I think it was like a week before.
Because we went to that. Shout out to the roommates live party. That shit was fucking dope.
That was fun. That was
you
fun.
know, a little side story about that, because it's just fun to say, and I'm gonna fucking say it. I bailed on a date that night.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. I was talking to this girl, it's back and forth, always trying to figure out a day. And then she was like, oh, I'm finally free, like, this weekend. Like, why don't we go out for drinks or something? Yeah. I was like, yeah, sure. And all of a sudden, you fucking text me. You're like, yo, I got tickets to the roommate's party. Like, do you want to go? And I was like, fuck yeah. To this day, she hasn't answered me. So I think she kind of wasn't really a fan of that. But it's okay, because when I screamed that I missed a date, I got a fucking shout out from Jalen Brunson. So you know what? Who's up now, bitch?
Yeah. And they have it again this year too.
That's gonna be fucking hype, dude. I'm actually really excited for that.
Last year was raining, by the way, so obviously it was fun, but it was like
dude, we fucking scored on that because we got there early.
Yes, so we were I believe we were right under like the roof, where it was like we weren't getting wet. But like the people right behind us, like the water was falling straight on them.
Yes.
So we got really lucky with that. So we were with them like like what 10, 15 feet of Brunson and Hart.
Yeah,
and
dude, we
and,
were the
and
second
Bridges.
row.
Bridges was there as well.
Yeah, that's right. Because
And
that's when they introduced him. Like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
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 the
yeah.
new New York Knicks player, Mikal Bridges. Everyone was like, holy fucking shit. Like,
Yeah.
ah, we're up to Nova 4.
Yeah, yeah.
Nova 4, Nova 4. And then it fucking happens.
Yeah.
A week later,
Yeah.
the big, big trade. Mark. Karl Anthony Towns for Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo. Your thought?
So I remember this exactly when it happened. It was a Friday evening, and I actually stayed home. I was gonna stay in this weekend, and I just see breaking, and it's like the Minnesota Timberwolves are gonna be trading Karl Anthony Towns, and I always knew like they always brought up Cat's name when it came to like rumored players that the Knicks wanted. And it
Yeah,
like,
he was always.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I would probably say, I can think as far back as like COVID.
Yeah.
They were like,
Yeah.
oh, the Knicks are actively trying to get Karl Anthony
Yeah.
Towns. Like, he was their targeted guy.
Yeah. And it was like after we traded all those picks for Bridges, I didn't think we had like any other assets to do anything. And I just see fucking Julius and Dante got traded. Here's the thing, right? Like I appreciate Julius and everything that he
He
did
fucking
here.
hates Julius. All right, let's just get one thing straight. Mark hates Julius Randle. Go ahead.
He was cool when he was here, but there were times, especially like in the playoffs, when I got really pissed off with him because I felt like, I mean, you even saw it this year too when he was in Minnesota. It's like he kind of gives up on certain plays, like he doesn't get back on defense. And
Dude, you said fuck you and fuck your dumbass kid. I remember that. It's against the Hawks, and when they lost, you were like, fuck you and your fucking dumbass kid. Get the fuck out of New York.
So I didn't mind that swap and the pick. I didn't really care about the pick either. But then when I saw fucking Dante, I was like, no. I was like, no fucking way. And I really didn't know how to feel about the trade, even like a week later. Like I was trying to like just look at it, and I was like I know Cat's good, I know Cat's great, but I'm like, bro, you gave up 2 rotational pieces to get one guy, and in my head I'm like, fuck, man, like that's when we just lost Hardenstein too.
Fuck, dude, we didn't even talk about that.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
I fucking forgot about that because, bro, I fucking hate the NBA because of the early
rule.
bird rights.
Yeah, that shit was ass.
Like the first tier, second tier, like the second apron.
Very dumb.
All that shit is
Very
so
dumb.
fucking stupid.
Very dumb. I feel like if you find a player and you develop him and you make him good, you should be able to keep him and offer him more money than, or at least match the money that another team is gonna offer.
Dude, yeah, no, it's dumb, because it really eliminates the homegrown guys.
Yeah.
Like it really
Yeah.
takes away because when you have a homegrown guy
Yeah.
and they develop into the guy,
Like you're attached
there
to
is nothing more special
Yeah.
than having a homegrown guy being the man.
Shout out to Mitch Robinson and Deuce.
Fuck yeah.
Big playoff pieces right there. But yeah, no, I agree. And I just want to say this too, and I'm pretty sure you agree with me as well. Like I was not mad at Hardenstein for leaving, and not only that.
Nah, I wasn't. I think when the day it happened, you and I both texted each other, and we were just like, all right.
I was more sad than anything.
Yeah, we were like, all right, damn,
I was like, fuck.
that sucks. But
I
yo,
was like,
get your bag.
He was getting $90 million. I'm like, shit, man.
Dude.
Like
I know.
that's a lot of money. But and the thing is too, I wanted to say this as well. I don't know if you've seen, but they've interviewed him twice actually since he's been to OKC. It was one right before the season started, right after the Cat trade, and it was one right before it was during the playoffs, I think, this year. And both times he said, and I could quote it too, I think it was the New York Post, Hardenstein said that if it wasn't OKC, he didn't care where it was. He was like, he knew OKC was going to be good. We all knew OKC was going to be good. They were like a young rising team. He was like, if it wasn't OKC that was going to give him the money, he wasn't going to leave. He said if Orlando or Detroit because those were the two rumored teams that also had money to like give it to him. He was like, if it was those two teams, he was never gonna leave New York. He loved New York. He loved being here. And the one a couple weeks ago, when he said that if we kept this team together, we would have been special. And then he said that he still talks to Dante and he has the jersey for Dante. And
Dude,
that's
that
the
shit.
jersey he
When
gave
you
to
fucking
Dante.
texted me that, I was in my feels.
Yeah,
I was in my fucking feel. Like, yo, you want to fucking see a man cry?
yeah,
Don't ghost him. Don't like lead him on and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking put on a sad reel of his sports teams, and he will crumble. There is nothing more than a man being broken over a sad sports reel.
yeah.
Those shits, like, they fucking hit.
I see the Dante ones like all the time,
Yeah.
and it fucking hits.
Dude, I always get so fucking sad when I see those.
Yeah,
And we'll talk about a little bit more about the cat trade later on. But, then we are like, okay, this is the team. This is, we're going to get ready for the season. And, of course, we then hear about the schedule. The first game
Yeah.
on their schedule is the defending champs,
Yeah.
the Boston Celtics,
Yeah.
a.k.a. the team that, to this day, every New York Knicks fan says that if we were healthy, we would have fucking beat them.
Yeah.
And I stand by, and I think you and I both stand on that.
Yeah.
If we were a healthy team last year,
yeah.
and we beat Indiana, I think we would have beaten the
I think
Celtics.
I think we would have would have taken them. I think we would have taken them.
If not beaten them, I'd say at least take them to seven.
Yeah. Our depth was just, our chemistry on that team was just fucking.
Dude, that team was so
It was
fucking
amazing.
special.
It was fucking amazing. You had fucking Bogey off the bench, fucking.
Dude, Bogey, you had fucking, dude, and they had the fucking best record in January, bro. When they were playing in January, and they beat Denver.
That
everybody
was fucking
going crazy.
They fucking it was Denver. They beat Denver twice. I remember. It was Minnesota. I think they beat two. They beat somebody else. I forget who. It was by like 20 something. And then like the Miami game. That's when Julius that you went to.
Dude, I was at that game.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that was fucking wild.
That was such cloud nine though, because it was like holy shit. Like we started thinking we're beating every good team.
Yeah.
Every good team we're beating. We're like holy shit. Like.
Yeah, that's when like we started being like, wait a minute,
We
this
started
team is
believing.
actually like really special.
Yeah.
It's not just like like
a fluke or
we
anything.
lit like having a good play,
Yeah.
good regular season, and
Yeah.
then we're just gonna fizzle out in the postseason.
Yeah.
Like I think at that moment, that was when all those nights we were going out. Like at that time, we had multiple conversations. Like, yo, like this team can really do something.
Yeah.
And like I'm fucking excited to see where it goes.
Yeah.
But then this year came and game one, Boston Celtics. So everybody was like, all right, this is your chance. You got to make your mark.
Yeah.
Prove to everybody that the stigma of like, oh, the Knicks would have taken on the Celtics is real. And boy, oh boy, was that fucking wrong.
Yeah.
We got what was that? He was like, what, 40?
Yeah.
Lost by 40 that game?
Yeah. It was like 30, 40, something like that.
Dude, I fucking remember when that game happened. The next day, it was game one, and literally everybody was already like, oh, Knicks are done. Bro, everybody was already like, oh, fucking Cat is like not worth it. Like he he's not being a big man, like this, that, the other, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And like it was I remember it was like, wait, dude, it's fucking game one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that was wild.
Yeah.
And little did we know that was going to be a fucking stigma the entire goddamn season.
Yeah, the entire regular season, we'll say that.
Yeah, the
entire
fucking
regular
regular season.
I mean, what was the record? They were like 0-12 or something against the top.
0-9, I think.
Yeah, against the top three teams in the league: OKC, Boston, and
OKC, Boston, Cleveland.
yeah,
Because holy shit, dude. Let's also fucking talk about that. Because on the off season, everybody was like, okay, Celtics, number one. Number two, it's going to be the New York
it's
Knicks.
gonna be the Knicks. Yeah.
Nobody fucking saw Cleveland to be the fucking monsters that they were.
Yeah.
What was their final record? Because now, like, they were first, Boston was second, and now third were the Knicks.
Yeah, I think OKC had the best record. OKC has 68 wins, and I think Cleveland has 64 wins.
Okay. Yeah, no, because that was fucking wild. So I guess we're obviously not going to go all 160, God damn, no, that's baseball. Holy shit. Okay, that's on me. We're not going to go through every single regular season game.
Yeah.
So let's kind of just do like a recap of the regular season. They had the best offense, one of the best offenses in the NBA for quite some time.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, All-Star break happens.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was almost like teams started like adjusting,
Yeah.
being like, okay, now we know what your plan is.
Yeah.
We now know it's pick and roll, all that shit. Like feed it to Cat, Brunson, all of that. And it was just like lockdown. It was, after the All-Star break, you kind of saw that like their offense like trickled down a little bit. And there was a lot of games I remember of just frustrating losses. Yeah. It just like that was a game that we should have won. That was a game that we fucking had.
Yeah.
Because they play OKC 2 times. Yeah. First game, we see that game and it's a close battle.
Yeah.
Through fourth quarters, it's hard-nosed basketball, and both of us, we were like, holy shit, nah, like, dude. And they just played OKC. They gave them a good match.
Yeah.
Like, this can actually, like, be a good sign.
I was happy with it.
And game 2.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened in game 2? It was like nobody showed up. Because they lost by what? Like 40? Again, it was like 40.
The second game was at MSG, and I remember that's when they got booed by the Garden crowd.
Yes.
I remember
Holy
people.
Shit, dude.
Because I remember it was like one like 3-pointer specifically, and then they were down by like 40, and then everybody just started booing the fuck out.
So like, let me ask you, like, I think that was what, like January, February, like
somewhere around then.
Because I think it was that game. And correct me if I'm wrong, because you're more in the know than I am. That was I think that was one of the very first games that the stigma of fire tips was like actually like a real thing.
Yeah.
Like you always had your tips hater.
Yeah.
But like that becoming an actual like nationwide like he could be fired.
Yeah.
Was like real.
Yeah. And to that point too, it was like when the Knicks built this team, like when they made that Cat trade, it was always to compete with Boston. Because it was like, okay, you have a center that can shoot, that can go up with Porzingis, and then you have like basically 5 guys who can shoot the ball, they can defend. Well, besides Brunson and Cat, but but it was basically like a team that could compete with Boston. Because again, like we didn't know Cleveland was gonna exist. We knew OKC was gonna be there, but it's like you don't really worry about the West until the finals. So it's like let them battle each other out.
Exactly.
And
I feel like that's every sport. It's almost just like, just worry about your conference, your division.
Yeah.
And then, like, you'll just have to worry about the big bad wolf, like, on the other side. Like,
right.
If you go to the final.
Right. And it was like, that's when, like, the whispers started coming out there. Like, is Thibs the guy? Like, is he the guy that lead this group? And then I think what put the cherry on top with that was Mikal Bridges, like, came out and he openly criticized the coaching staff. And he was saying, maybe we should go more to the bench.
Too many minutes. Yeah, because that was after they played Boston and like 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
And they got smoked both games. And dude, it's always so funny because I think you and I both know each other so well. Yeah. Because I remember you and I both didn't talk to each other for like 5 days. Like we didn't text each other and like it was finally until, like, I think I texted you, and I was like, listen, I know we both don't want to talk, but, like, I'm just checking in, just seeing, like, what's good. And you were like, bro, like, I fucking went on a rant. Like, I'm tweaking. Like, and it was, it was both of us. We were on the same level that it was just, it's going through the motions, and we just didn't want to be bothered.
Yeah.
It's so funny because we, like, it's always no beef between us, but we just know, like, don't fucking talk to me. Like, we both know we don't want to be messed. Like, don't talk to me right now. Like, I don't want to be bothered. Like, just let me be. Let me rot in my bed. Let me just go through the motions. I don't want to talk to anybody. Like, I just want to be in my shell.
Yeah.
Because, that was when exactly what you said. Is Thibs the guy? I remember, like, that was becoming such a thing. Yeah. Is he the guy? Is he the guy? Like, is this going to be, like, was this just a one and done season?
Yeah.
Like, was last year, like, their chance?
Yeah.
And, the season keeps going. They beat. It was it was the stigma of Knicks are frauds.
Yeah.
It was like they only beat on the teams that they should have beaten.
Right.
And then just the teams that are the good teams, quote unquote, they just couldn't beat.
Yeah.
It was
I mean,
you'll beat the good teams and the bad teams,
Yeah.
but you will not beat the great teams.
Yeah, and like the record was like literally night and day. It was like whatever the record was, like 0-12, 0-10, whatever, against like the top 3 teams. But it was like against everybody else, like they had like they were like 30 games above 500, and it was like their offense, their defense was like both kicking it, and it's like, okay, like they're a good team, but are they a great team?
Dude, it was just so fucking frustrating because there would be fucking games where like they get smoked.
Yeah.
And literally like 2 days later, they'd win by like 15. And you were like, okay, but like where the fuck were you against Boston?
Yeah.
Where were you with Cleveland?
Yeah.
With OKC? Like where was this team?
Yeah.
Like it's almost like a flip of a switch. It's like that switch should always be on.
Yeah.
Like why is it, so inconsistent?
Yeah.
And that was a big criticism of this team this season, that they were so inconsistent. Whereas, for the playoffs, you can't be inconsistent.
Yeah.
If you're inconsistent, you're going to slip up.
You drop 2 games, and then next thing you know, you're like, shit.
Yeah,
Series
we're
is
in
pretty much
really
over.
big trouble.
Yeah.
So then, go through the motions of the regular season, and, OG gets hurt.
Yeah.
Brunson gets hurt.
Yeah. And Brunson was out for like a good amount of time. Brunson was out for like
6 weeks?
Yeah.
I think it was 6 weeks.
Yeah.
I remember when he got fucking hurt. That was the night that I was preparing for my job's D&D session.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Oh my gosh, I'll never forget that. So go through the motions of regular season, and then comes best time, which is playoffs.
Yeah.
And then it becomes, okay, where do you want to land?
Right.
What seed do you want to be?
Yeah.
The second, third, like, can you catch up to Boston?
Yeah.
Can you stay third? Do you want to fall back and play Milwaukee?
Yeah.
And be fourth where the Pacers can be third? Like, where do you want to land?
Yeah.
And second to last game of the season, correct me if I'm wrong, it's against Cleveland.
Yeah.
And once again,
Yeah.
they can't fucking win.
And Cleveland were resting their star players, if I
Dude.
remember correctly as well.
Oh my gosh, yes, I fucking forgot about that.
And then I was like, I was like, we can't even dream about competing with this fucking team
And
right now.
what was crazy was, like, at that time, like, when you knew the matchup of Detroit, New York,
Yeah.
people were starting to be like, hang on a second.
Yeah.
You could see the Knicks slipping up, and
Yeah.
they can lose to Detroit.
Yeah.
This is a young, hungry team. They got nothing to lose. For a team that is like has been fraudulent the entire season, there's a chance that this team could be, caught
Yeah.
and be eliminated first round. And that's when everybody was like, okay, well, if Detroit beats them, Tibbs is gone. He's gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And come round one.
Yeah.
So, round one was, of course, game one was a Saturday.
Hmm.
And where are we every single Saturday playoff game, sir?
Well, the general area, 7th Avenue.
Of course.
But our spot specifically, shout out to Mustang Harry's. I fucking love that place. If you're not
Place is
familiar,
like the Garden of Eden. It's
literally, like if you're not familiar, it's like literally like a 5-minute walk from the Garden, but it's packed in there. It's fucking lit, and when something happens, you fucking jump up on the chairs.
It literally feels like a frat party.
Literally.
Like, it's actually insane.
They got some really good burgers there as well. I just want to
They
point
do
that
have
out.
really good burgers. And, obviously the beer flows like gold there. But it's actually insane. We go watch that game, and we see them trail behind. What was the final, like, they fell behind? It was like 18?
Yeah, it was something like that. I don't think it got to 20. I think it was close to 20.
I think it was like 17, something like that.
Yeah, something like, and mind you, this was like the late third quarter,
Yeah.
and like
They just go on this magical fucking run.
shout out to Campaign.
Campaign, like, And we're gonna talk about the rest of the playoffs, but like, holy shit, was that just like a one hit wonder in the playoffs? Like he had his moment, and then it was the SpongeBob. It was the SpongeBob meme of I'm gonna head out
That
because
was
he was gone the rest of the playoffs.
so fucking funny. And then you go on social media, and it was just like all you saw was campaign posts for like the first like couple days of that series.
Dude, because then like people started doing like the comparison of like the Jordan meme. It was like a badass motherfucker is somebody that talks shit when they're losing.
Yeah.
And that motherfucker was talking shit when they were still like down.
Yeah.
So he was like, we fucking here.
Yeah.
And then they came back and they fucking won that game. And of course we went to 7th Ave,
Yeah.
the alma mater. Like,
Holy
dude,
shit.
that place is
Holy shit.
you wanna talk about pure bliss?
Holy shit.
7th Ave is pure bliss
It's
when the
fucking
Knicks win a
amazing.
playoff game.
It's fucking
And
amazing.
like even that pissed me off because everybody was like, y'all are celebrating round 1,
Yeah.
game 1.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, like you have to remember, what the fuck did we grow up with?
Yeah.
Like, but minus the 5 years of Knicks.
Yeah.
New York Knicks never sniffed the playoffs.
Yeah.
Around this time, we were just talking about them going to Florida. It's
Yeah.
like, all right, what pick do they have in the draft?
What pick do they have? Yeah.
It was like, okay, who's going to be the new head coach?
It was always draft and fucking head coach every single year.
Every single year. And
Yeah.
it was never, and it was May.
Yeah.
It was late April, early May, every single, okay, what pick do they have?
Right.
Who's going to be the new head coach? This, that, the other, like, are they free agents? Like,
Yeah.
what are they going to do? So, I get it. Like, people do. There is a difference between celebrating and just, like, trying to, catch in on the fame or, like, catch in on, like, just, like, having an excuse to, like, tweak or just, like, have your stupid moment.
Right.
But, it's kind of unfair for all those Knicks fans that have been through all the
Yeah.
turmoil
Yeah.
that we have been, that, you celebrate and all of a sudden you're looked as just like a crazy, sports fan
Yeah.
fan base that just can't accept how to win.
Yeah.
And like that's just such an unfair stigma.
Yeah.
But
Let them
I-
hate.
I fucking say this.
Let them hate.
Yeah, let them hate, and when the Knicks are up, New York is up.
The whole city's up.
Yeah. Dude, there's no racism, there's no white, black, there's no, gay, straight, there's nothing.
There's none of
Bloods,
that.
Crips.
It's
Dude,
nothing.
It's the Knicks.
They
That's
all fucking reunite. Like we were talking about it too, and it's like the city is always divided between Yankees, Mets, and even though we love the Yankees, there's a big Mets population out there, especially Long Island.
Yo, low key, I think like the Mets fan base has like increased more.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I like actually feel like the fan base of Mets.
Yeah.
So like everybody used to make the joke like, oh, like the Mets the Yankees it's New York. Like New York's team is the Yankees.
Yeah.
And I still fucking believe that, but like the rise of Mets fans,
Yeah.
I can't like deny that. That's
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, like they've got a passionate fan base as well, and the Giants and Jets. There's a divide there, Rangers, Islanders, but again, like Islanders and more Long Island. But it's like when you're talking about the Knicks, it's like literally the entire fucking city comes together for the Knicks. The Nets had like that couple years of runs when Durant was here and Kyrie was here, but you always knew deep down that it wasn't real fans. It was literally just Durant fans, Kyrie fans that came here from Golden State, from Boston, whatever.
dude, fucking I will never forget, just like tell me not. That's like one of the most like failures of a season.
Oh yeah.
Like that has to be one of the most like disappointing like
Fucking
sports fan
terrible.
like
Terrible.
fan
Terrible.
sports teams that like just went under
Terrible.
the expectation.
Yeah.
Because that dude, when fucking Kyrie and KD went to that team, everybody was like, yo, the Nets are gonna win the chip.
And everybody, no, you know what they said too? They were like, oh, the Nets are taking over New York. And
That's
that
right.
pissed me the fuck off so bad. In case you didn't know, like that's when the Knicks were still bad when they first got there. And then the year after, then they traded for James Harden. And I was like, what the fuck are we doing? You know what I
Oh
mean?
my gosh, dude, you're like bringing up the dark times of being a Knicks fan. Like, holy shit. Like, I fuck all of you being like, oh, you guys are just, you can't know how to win. Yo, fucking listen to that shit and try not to tweak out. Like, what the fuck? We had Andre Banyarny, Langston Galloway. Like, where the fuck are these guys now?
And you know what? Maybe they're doing podcasts now.
Yeah, probably doing the same exact thing that we're doing right now.
And it was crazy because it was like the Nets were really like they had 3 superstars, and they were, in my opinion, they were heads and shoulders above everybody in the league at the time. But the thing is like those 3, they played like 15 games total together, and they were good when they played those 15 games. But it was like they never got to play again, and like as a Knicks fan, it was like I was so fucking happy when and the thing is too, like it just kept, it broke down like piece by piece. It was like Kyrie axed out, then KD axed out, then Hart.
That's right.
And I was like, fuck yeah, fuck all of them. I was like, I hate them.
Dude, that shit was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So let's get back to the playoff run.
Yeah.
And let's just say, again, we're not gonna go through every single fucking game, but you go through the motions, and of course come Game 6.
Yeah.
In Detroit is what everybody says. Because, dude, when they lost, it was what? They lost Game 5.
Yeah.
Because it was the stigma of like, oh, y'all can't close out a series in the Garden. Like, they haven't done that like in 25 years.
Yeah.
Like, it's time to prove everybody that you can do that. And what happened?
Yeah. Then
because, help me out. That was a late game that they were up, and then Cade Cunningham and everybody came just started being Superman all of a sudden.
Yeah, they blew the lead, and whenever you start thinking about like a series and you're like, oh shit, it's going to 6 now, like in your head you're like, fuck, like you can't fuck up again. Because if you fuck up again, it's Game 7, and then all of a sudden they have all the momentum, right?
Everybody makes a joke, and like it sounds stupid, but it's actually true. Literally anything can happen in Game 7.
Yeah.
And then of course, everybody started doing the Knicks in 5, Knicks in 5. But I tell you what, Knicks in 6 has a little bit of a better ring to it.
It does. And I just want to give a shout out to all those Detroit fans that kept chanting, "Fuck you, Brunson."
Oh my gosh, dude, we didn't even talk about that. How
fuck all of them.
Yo, fuck you guys.
I hope you guys enjoyed the first round exit. Yeah. Maybe you guys will be back next year. We'll see.
Maybe.
We'll see.
But just so you know,
hope we play you guys again though.
What pissed me off even more about that series was that everybody started being like, "Oh, who's the best player in this series?" And people started having the audacity to say Cade Cunningham.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit actually made me tweak out. I got pissed off about that.
Yeah.
Everybody was starting to forget just how fucking legit Jalen Brunson is.
Yeah.
Because there is a difference between Jalen Brunson in the regular season and Jalen Brunson in the postseason.
Yeah.
And he fucking showed that in the first round.
Yeah.
Game 6, I'm actually fucking at the movies because Thunderbolts just came out that night. I'm watching it on my phone.
Yeah.
And my buddy Tom, he's with his girlfriend. I'm with my dad, and we're watching it on our phones. We're kind of next to each other, just going through the motions of the movie. Movie's lit, but it's yo, okay, Cat, Brunson, Hart, all of them. It's okay, it's starting to build up.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, they start blowing a lead, and Detroit starts coming back because they were up by 12 at that point.
Yeah.
And I remember
they literally could have missed threes at that point.
I was going home, and there was literally a second where I was like, maybe I just go back to the movie theater. And I just go back to where I was sitting. I can't do this. So then, when they started, they were down by 6 at a point. I went upstairs, and I had the typical moment through the TV, through the remote, through the phone. And I was like, you know what? I still have to watch. So I'm going to just sit in my room, pitch black, dead silence. And I'm just going to watch the game on my phone, no sound. like a fucking psychopath that I am. Like, what kind of murderer does that? You know, like I say that, all of a sudden I feel like I need to be checked into an institution.
I think if someone broke into your house and then they witnessed that, they would have been like, "Oh shit, you know what? We'll go to the next house,
Yeah, like,
boy.
yo, I'm kind of scared of you. Like, I ain't gonna
We'll go
lie.
to the neighbors. Don't
Yeah.
worry."
And all of a sudden, we see Captain Clutch hit the dagger. And what pissed me off was I didn't even get to hear the double bang.
Yeah.
Because at that point, my phone was silent.
Yeah.
So he hits it, and I just put my phone down. I don't even say anything. I don't even celebrate. I was just like, I literally looked at it, put my phone down, and that was it. That's all she wrote. It's literally the Looney Tunes. That's all, folks. That's literally what it was. I remember I texted you that I did that. You're like, dude, what is wrong with you? Like, what is good?
Yeah.
And then everybody starts saying, okay, now it's time to.
Now's a real test.
Now it's David versus Goliath.
Now it's a real
Now,
test.
now it's time to show your worth.
Yeah.
Because at this point, what? How many times did the Knicks play Boston in
The regular season?
Yeah,
It was 4.
4.
They're
0-4.
4, yeah.
And of course, the last time they played, you went into OT, so everybody
Yes.
started being like, "Yo, wait a minute,
Maybe.
hold up, wait, they might like there
Maybe.
might be something."
Maybe.
Yeah, like maybe we could like get like a game,
Yeah.
like 2 game. Like, is it too
The
crazy?
bar was so low at the time.
Oh my gosh, I remember everybody was like, "Yo, just don't get swept."
Just don't get swept, yeah.
Yeah,
Literally.
like if you lose in 5, like that's awesome.
That's all, yeah.
Yeah, people were like, "Yo, I'll take a game 5 like exit," and holy shit, did that fucking change like that?
Yeah.
Because holy fucking shit, I'm gonna just keep saying it. Game 1 happens,
Yeah.
game 2 happens, and all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute.
And the thing is too, it's like when you're watching game 1 and they were down by 20, you're like, oh shit, it's the same shit as like the regular season. So obviously you're still watching. You're like, okay, like, fuck, like I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna put myself through the pain, right? And then they start.
We might have like a low key kind of like weird kink for like being in pain because we like watching the Knicks. Like we might be into some fucking like being like hurt because we like to watch the Knicks be down by 20 and still watch the game because we're like, you know what, I'm gonna fucking sit here and I'm gonna deal with it.
I'm just gonna watch it. Yeah. I'm just gonna watch it.
Should we get that checked out? I think we might have to.
But yeah, and then you see them slowly making a comeback. But you're always like, they're in Boston. As the defending champs, is like, we're not gonna win this game. But then it's like they start coming up, they start making some good plays, and their fucking defense really, really gears up in the last couple minutes of the game. And finally, we hit those shots, we take the lead, and then I believe Boston also missed a free throw too, so they couldn't tie it. And then they get the ball, and I'm like, shit, I'm like, fucking Tatum game winner is coming like right now, right? And then Tatum gets like trapped in the corner. They give it out to Jaylen Brown, and I remember fucking McCall
Just fucking literally, it was just like a big body, like big man, just being like, "Get the fuck out of here!
Get the fuck out of here!"
Oh my!
He takes the ball and he throws it on the court.
That shit, dude. That was like one of the moments that I never have screamed as loud as I did that.
Yeah.
Moment. That shit was fucking crazy. Cause that was game 1. And it was
Yeah.
like, holy shit, we just fucking stole a game.
Yeah, literally.
Like we literally just committed highway robbery.
That's how I felt. And then I was like, you know what? Like, we won't get swept. I was like, you know what? Maybe we'll go to like 6. I was like, maybe we'll go to 6, right?
Yeah, everybody started being like, all right, Boston in 5, like, because like you like if you were even saying like, yo, give me Knicks in 7, people thought you were crazy. People thought you were crazy if you were like, give me Boston in 7. Everybody, like, dude, the nation itself, everybody was like, dude, this is not going to go to 7. Boston is really going to take care of the Knicks in like no more than 5 games.
Yeah.
Like you're going to be lucky if you get to 5.
Yeah. And I mean, shit, like I was kind of thinking the same way too, because, when you looked at all the stats and it was like, you're thinking deep down, you're like, Boston's not going to fucking blow a 20-point lead again. Like,
No.
That's what you're thinking. And
So
you're
like, did you think that was going to happen for game 2?
No, I mean, you know what's crazy? It was literally deja vu. The same exact shit that.
Dude, I literally thought I was in a dream because I was like, this is verbatim exactly
No
what
fuck. I
happened.
was like, there's no way this is happening. I mean, I was
Like,
like,
also,
bro, what?
let's just fucking say how much I fucking hate having the playoff games being on TNT. Because I
Yeah.
have to fucking listen to fucking Reggie Miller call a New York Knicks game and he's acting like he doesn't have a favorite in the fucking playoffs. And just like, yeah,
Unbiased, and he's decked out in a fucking Pacers jersey
dude,
and a hoodie.
I mean, like, even against like the Celtics, like, it was just like, it was so obvious.
So
He was just a
annoying. It was
hater.
so fucking annoying.
It was so fucking annoying. But yeah,
Yeah,
dude, they go
game
up
two.
2-0.
Fuck. And then same shit. And remember that iconic picture with Tatum in the corner, and it wasn't just Bridges, it was Bridges and OG, and they both just double team, get that fucking block on Tatum, and Mikal does the exact same thing, tosses the ball down the court.
Dude, it
Clock
was literally
expires.
verbatim.
Literally.
Like, it was 2 games where Mikhail just shows up.
Yeah.
Because I remember the second game, he was dead quiet for the first 3 quarters. Didn't have a
Yeah.
single shot.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, started turning into Steph Curry.
Yeah,
Motherfucker was dropping everything.
fucking making every shot. His defense was phenomenal. And I always said this too. I'm like, I know we give up a lot to get Mikal, but I'm like, in the playoffs, if he does that and we're winning games and we're beating teams, I don't give a fuck what we gave up.
Like, yeah, that's his New York Knicks moment. See that? Like, that's the thing. In the end, like, if it's worth it, you don't give a fuck
You don't give a
what
fuck
happened.
about the picks. Nah, you
Like,
really
you can
don't.
literally, like, just, wipe out your entire team. And if you win a chip, you're still like, yo, it was worth
Like
it.
shit, like yeah, like we lost guys along the way, but it's like shit, we got the ultimate goal. So we're up 2-0 at this point, and we're like, fuck, you know.
So then we're like, yo, is it possible? Like,
Is it possible?
can they go up 3? Because game 3 was on Saturday.
Yes.
We went to, obviously, we went to Mustang Harry's.
Yeah.
And boy, oh boy, was that not the case.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because, we always make the joke. But, like, when I tell you, dude, after that game, like, we make the joke that, when the Knicks lose, like, the city becomes dead quiet.
Yeah.
Bro, I literally feel like we could have heard a pin drop when we left Mustang Harry's.
Yeah.
It was dead quiet. The city was so quiet after that.
Yeah. And mind you, this is like the heart of Manhattan, like a city that there's always some shit going on.
Yeah.
But you just see after the game, it's like everyone's walking out. They got their jerseys on, and like I genuinely don't think anybody went out that night. We were all prepared to go out that night.
Yeah,
But literally, I'm on the subway and I just see people like around me and shit, and everyone's just like kind of like looking down their phone, probably fucking looking at I don't even know like highlights at this point, and everyone's like, "Fuck, man." But like, we always said it like deep down, we were like, we weren't going to sweep Boston, like whatever the case may be, we weren't gonna sweep them, and at that point, it's like, okay, we did the dirty work. We got 2 in Boston. It's like, at the very least, split it at MSG, right? If you lose both at MSG, then it's like shit. This series is just like
it's tied, and
Right.
you're going back to Boston.
Right.
And you have to remember, no matter what, this is still the defending champs.
Yeah.
Until they're beaten, they are the defending champs.
yeah,
So then game 3 happens, and I remember exactly what you said. It's a Saturday night, and we were getting ready to go out. We went home. I went home that night, and I went to bed. It was like 8 o'clock, because that was an early game. That
yeah.
was
It
like
was
a 3 o'clock game.
It was.
I was home by like 7:30, and I was
Same.
in bed, just being like, I did not want to go out.
I get home and my mom, she's just like, oh shit. She was like, you're home already? And I was like, yeah. She was like, oh, did they lose? I was like, yeah.
Yeah, Mom, like, don't fucking ask me that. Shout out to my mom. She knows what's up. Sometimes when it comes to sports and me losing my fucking mind over losses. But anyways,
So it's 2-1 at this point.
so 2-1, and then we're like, okay, game 4. This is, you have to come out and you have to guns blazing, like you can't fall asleep. You have to capitalize. And then they win. But not only do they win, but all of a sudden,
Yeah.
Superman
Yeah.
goes down.
Yeah.
Bro, dude, that fucking shit also got me tight because they started making those commercials with him as Superman.
Yeah.
I was like, no,
He has
he's
the
not
glasses
Superman.
on and
Dude,
shit.
I remember getting so mad and like I make that joke like, oh my God, Superman went down.
Yeah.
He actually did.
Yeah.
Like fucking tore his Achilles.
Crazy.
Like, dude,
Actually crazy.
I remember when that happened. I literally told my dad, I was like, that's an Achilles right there.
Yeah.
He was like, how do you know? I'm like, the way, because I could have sworn I saw his foot like stick out.
Yeah.
And then I remember at the day after, everybody and their mothers were like, it's an Achilles. It's an Achilles. It's an Achilles.
Yeah.
And then they win that game. All of a sudden, you're like, okay. Now now it starts becoming the stigma of like, wait a minute. Maybe the Knicks can win this series.
Yeah.
Like, is it crazy to say that they'll win?
And I just want to point out the fact too. People were always like, "You beat an injured Boston team," but mind you, the Knicks were on a 10-0, 12-2 run before Tatum got hurt, and they started taking the lead. Like they were up by like 8, 9, 10, whatever.
Yeah, because dude, Tatum was unstoppable.
Right, but we were matching him.
Bro, motherfucker had like 40, like
oh yeah,
40.
Yeah, he was scorching us, but we weren't like putting our heads down. Like we were competing with them, and then we went on that run, and I think it was only like 1:40 or something left in the game, and I was like, okay, we have all the momentum. I thought we were, regardless, even with Tatum, and we were gonna close that game. So for all those haters that are like, you guys beat an injured Boston team, like I think we were gonna go up 3-1 either ways, and we were probably gonna end up winning the series.
I mean, dude, that like when that game happens, then all of a sudden it felt like the weather got warmer.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, like skies were blue.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't as cold anymore. Like you
Yeah.
start breaking out shorts because you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I think the Knicks can win this now. Like I think you and I, we like had multiple conversations and we didn't want to say it because we didn't want to like speak it into existence.
Yeah.
But we had those like non-verbal talks where it was like, wait a minute. Can this actually happen?
Maybe we could do it.
Maybe we could do it. And go game 5.
Yeah.
And you see JB foul out. And then all of a sudden Jaylen Brown just started torching us.
Yeah.
Torching us. Yeah. Then everybody started getting nervous. It was like, wait a minute. Okay. Y'all, it's 3-2 now.
Yeah.
Is this going to be another Boston comeback against New York?
Right.
Fuck you, Red Sox, all right? I'll never forget that shit. And I was like 4 years old when that shit happened, but that shit is embedded into my brain. And I have 2 Boston fans in work. So one of them, before the series even started, he was like, oh, like, how do you feel? I was like, oh, like, it is what it is. He's like, hey, listen, you're going to have to beat the best in order to be the best.
Exactly.
And I was like, yeah, you're right. After game 2, he wasn't in the office for like a couple days. I remember that. And of course, like that Monday, that
bro took PTO.
He took PTO.
He was like,
just so happened to be visiting other facilities and locations. He's like, yeah, you take your time. Knicks are up. Knicks in 5. And then, of course, looking back at it, it's the iciest thing ever.
Yeah.
As Brunson gets fouled out, he waves goodbye
to the fans and
to the Boston fans. Because then, game 6, back in the Garden, and everybody starts with the stigma of like, oh, New York can't close out. New York can't close out. This is going to go to 7, and Boston's going to win in 7 at home. Like, this is going to happen. Because at this point, this was the first game they lost.
Yeah.
Away.
Yeah. And I just want to say this too, like,
that's also fucking crazy. Like, can we just talk about that for a second?
That is true. They played better on the road than they did at MSG.
Like, I mean, I don't even think about the Knicks just by themselves. Dude, I think it was all the series.
Yeah.
All the series, like, all teams were losing at home. Like, there was no home court advantage.
There was no home court advantage.
Like, there was not a thing.
It was literally just like whoever's on a heater's on a heater, I guess.
Yeah.
And whoever locks in.
It was
But I guess that kind of shows like the league now. It's like it's so like dispersed with talent, and it's like shit. Like anybody could get ups. Like shit. Fucking Minnesota went to the conference finals and they were a 6 seed.
dude. Yeah, they beat the Lakers. Everybody
Like,
thought the Lakers were gonna go on a far run, and they didn't.
I mean, shit. Look at Indiana now. They were like what, the 4 seed, and they're in the finals. Like it's fucking insane. Like like Loki. I kind of even want to say like seeding just like doesn't even matter at this point.
Yeah, the it's the no lead is safe,
Yeah.
and also like seeding does not matter.
Yeah.
Like, you could be 6 seed and you could still be,
yeah.
you know, exactly what you said. If you go on a heater, you know, you're hot. You're hot.
Yeah, yeah. And it's not just you. It's like shit. Your whole team is hot. Like damn, you can beat
Yeah,
anybody.
if you guys are on a heater,
Yeah.
like it's not of what team is better. It's just personally, I believe it's what team is the hottest right
What
now.
team's the hottest? Yeah. Yeah.
Because momentum like is truly a thing.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that for the next round because game 5, you know, everybody starts, you know, getting nervous. Everybody's like, wait a minute, because game 6 is on a Friday night.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, wait a minute. The Knicks win on Friday
We're
night.
back at the Garden.
Subway Series. Yo, dude, that was game 1 of the Subway Series.
That was also game 1 of the Yeah, that was Juan Soto's fucking return to the Bronx. But
Fuck
it
you,
was
Juan
crazy.
Soto.
It was like we were watching, like I think everybody was kind of just watching that Yankees Mets game because it started an hour earlier. And everybody was kind of just like watching it as if it was just like the pregame. Like, you know, when you have like those fights and it was like, you know, you have like the smaller matches that comes
Yeah.
up. It was kind of just like, that's
That
how
was
it
the
felt watching
opener.
that game. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the appetizer, and it was time for the main course.
Yeah.
And then, holy shit, dude! I literally, I feel like we're gonna get emotional talking about it.
Yeah.
But that was fucking crazy.
That was the best Knicks game I've ever watched in my life.
Oh, hands down.
That was the best
Hands
fucking
down.
Knicks game I've ever watched in my life. I mean, I still watch the clips today when Hart got that rebound and they hit it to OG for that corner 3, and then
Oh my gosh.
we were up by fucking 40, and Mike Breen was just like, the Knicks are on their way to the conference final. I mean, I'm getting fucking goosebumps. I legitimately, when I rewatched that game, I mean, actually no, I'm gonna talk about the heat in the moment. When that game was happening, we were up by fucking 40.
At Mustang Harry's, by the way.
I literally, like, tears were coming to my eyes, and I started thinking, I was like, holy shit, we could win a championship
Yeah,
this year.
dude. Let me just fucking say that I've known you exactly for like 7 years.
Yeah.
Never once have I ever seen you with tears in your eyes. Dude, that night, bro, like, that was the first night you and I both cried, and we hugged each other after
Yeah.
that game.
Yeah.
Like, when are you ever going to see two homies hug each other?
Yeah.
Except when the Knicks win
Yeah.
and advance to the conference finals.
Fucking insane.
Because, like, holy shit, dude. I literally remember, like, because we were starting to get scared because we were like, wait a minute, is this now going to be karma
Yeah.
that we're going to blow the lead?
Yeah.
We're going to blow a 20-point lead. We're going
Yeah.
to blow a 30-point lead. And, you know, it's going to go to game 7. But the Knicks said, hold my beer. That shit ain't happening.
These motherfuckers were up by like 45 at one point, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
That shit was fucking crazy. Not only did they beat Boston, they fucking disbanded
They
them.
disbanded them. Like,
They
holy
just
shit.
embarrassed them.
Do you remember when they went up at like 40 plus and then they started like going to Celebrity Row? Like they went to like Strahan, they went to like Marbury, they
Dude,
went to
and
fucking
Timothy
Chalamet, and fucking Bad Bunny was fucking courtside next to Chalamet. Even those motherfuckers were getting up clapping and shit.
Bad Bunny. Oh my gosh.
Fucking
Dude,
Bad Bunny at a Knicks game. Fucking shout out to Kylie too.
Dude, did you see that she got like fucking like Knicks lingerie for
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's
My boy Timothy knows what he's doing, bro.
dude, low key. Tell me not that'd be like the hottest thing ever.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
if you had a girl and she got herself like Knicks lingerie,
yeah.
I think I'd marry her on the spot, like right there. Like actually,
I
'cause,
mean,
like,
Timothy's got to put a ring on it now at this point.
oh dude, he better
That
that is insane. But when I think of like the 2025 Knicks playoffs, I can't help but think about Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah, dude.
Like that was such a such a phase of just pure bliss. Everybody was like, "Oh, the Knicks and Timothy Chalamet." Like that was such a crazy thing.
and And it was crazy too when like outside of the Garden and like Mitch Robb was in his fucking monster truck, and then like behind him was like Timothy Chalamet in his car, and then they're both like fucking like reaching out to the fans and shit, and everybody's
Dude,
like, yo.
what was fucking crazy was Timothy Chalamet forgot that he was famous, and he was getting dragged out of the car, and he wanted to go out.
Yeah.
And then he had his bodyguards like dragging him back into the car.
Oh, we also have to give a shout out to Ben Stiller as well.
Oh, dude, Ben Stiller.
Fucking love that guy.
Ben Stiller and Timothy Chalamet.
Fucking
it's
love
actually
that guy.
crazy because Timothy Chalamet, everybody now makes the comparison that Timothy Chalamet is our new Spike Lee.
Yeah.
He's like this generation Spike Lee.
Yeah. And I will also like I want to say this about Ben too. Like, if you go on his Twitter like during a Knicks game, he's tweeting out literally like every 5 minutes, and it's like
I feel like that motherfucker is like tweeting like all the fucking plays.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like another sports
He's like
comment.
Jalen, yes, Cat, yes, OG, yes, Josh.
Yeah. No, it's fucking, it's hilarious.
But
like sometimes I'll go on his Twitter
Yeah.
just to like go through that.
Yeah.
Like sometimes when I'm bored, like I'll go through his Twitter to see that
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And of course, 7th Ave is a
Dude.
fucking party.
Dude,
And long and behold,
happiest fucking night of my life.
oh my gosh,
Holy
dude.
shit.
I like
Holy
we say
shit.
this now. I legitimately think that was like top 5 in my top 5 of happiest nights of my life.
Yeah.
Like that was pure bliss.
I think that was my number one, honestly. Like I really do. Well, okay. Obviously, like now, but like if they do win a championship, like that night would be fucking number one.
Yeah,
You know,
that was pure
generally
bliss.
was just on
'cause,
fucking cloud nine. Like,
but like see, like that's the thing is, it truly feels like a party because, you go out to 7th Ave and it's kind of corny to say it, but it literally feels like a family.
yeah,
Like it doesn't matter what you're doing, who you are. You step into 7th Ave and it's like, yo, you're now in our house.
yeah,
And you're now welcomed in this family.
Right.
So like, let's just all like sit down, break bread together.
yeah,
Just enjoy this Knicks win.
yeah.
Long and behold, fucking Spider-Man showed up. Just saying. I'm just saying. Somebody did say that there are only 2 people that run this city, and it's Spider-Man and Jalen Brunson. I'm not going to say who, but somebody did say that. So then everybody's like, wait a minute. Indiana?
Yeah.
Oh, this is Revenge Tour.
This
This is Revenge
Yeah.
Tour. We're going to show these motherfuckers.
was the matchup we wanted.
We wanted this. And people wanted the Minnesota New York finals.
Yeah,
Dude,
that would've
how
been
sick would that
sick.
have been?
That would have been so
The
fucking
Knicks
sick.
against Dante and Julius? Because
Ratings-
that would have been the trade.
Ratings would have been through the fucking roof. I mean, and Cat playing in mini too. Like it's like, bro, that would have been peak right there. That would have been the best finals in like the last 5 years probably.
Oh, dude, hands down. Like in terms of just matchups, like
Yeah.
that screams sexy.
Yeah.
That screams like a hot girl in skimpy outfit. Like, that is just pure like sexy right there.
Yeah.
But then everybody's like, oh, this is the revenge tour. This is the revenge tour. Like, it's the same exact team as last year. Like,
Yeah.
we just have to beat them, and then we're in the fucking final.
Right.
Holy fucking shit. And then I don't even want to say it. I want to finish that sentence, but I'm going to have to. Game 1. What do we even say about that?
It's fucking devil's magic.
That was some voodoo magic right
Fucking
there.
Satan himself was at that game.
You want to talk about, times of when you were happiest? It's one of the times I was the most miserable.
I legitimately, I crashed out.
Dude, I crashed out too.
It got to the point, like, I was posting on my story, and it was just like, I'm going to kill myself, And then not even joking, like, 5 of my friends, like, swiped up, and they were like, are you fucking okay? Like,
yeah, like, are you okay?
and I was like, no. I was like,
No, I'm right there with you. Dude, I was talking to a girl from here that I matched with
yeah.
who lived in Indiana.
Oh,
She
shit.
fucking texted me after game 1 and said, how do you feel about the Indiana Pacers and she sent the picture.
No.
Yeah,
What
she sent the
the
picture.
fuck?
To this day, I haven't answered her.
Yo,
And I'm
that's
not fucking
crazy.
answering her.
No, I'm not even joking. I'm like, that happens. I'm sending out a hit.
Dude, no, like I legitimately,
fucking crazy.
I still have not answered her.
Holy shit. I mean, and I always said this too, like, and all my friends were saying as well. Even if they did win the next game and they tied it up 1-1, you would always think deep down, you're like, fuck.
You had to win 5 games.
Yeah, and you would always be like,
That
it should have been 2-0.
should have been 2-0.
I still can't fucking believe they were up by 8 with 30 seconds to go. I don't know why the fuck you aren't holding the ball. Why are you driving in? Why are you turning? Like, why are you doing that?
That was
pissed me
god
off.
awful.
That
That
pissed
was
me off.
such a bad night.
That pissed me off.
Dude, because that was a Wednesday night.
Yeah, you had to go to work the next morning.
We had to fucking go to work. Dude, that shit was awful.
It's fucking terrible.
Dude, Thursday, and I legitimately remember we were sending each other just like pictures of just us saying that we just wanted to go home and cry.
Yeah.
Like, see, this is kind of like my problem is that when shit like that happens, I don't know why, but I feel like I have to punish myself and like eat junk food. Bro, so the next morning, somebody at work for the warehouse team ordered like a bunch of McDonald's for breakfast. Like hash browns, egg McMuffins, like all that shit.
Yeah.
Dude, I ate like 20 hash browns by myself before 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And like I was just sitting there in the break room, just chowing down, just being absolutely miserable, just doing nothing but thinking about that play.
Yeah.
Because, dude, when the fuck does that go in?
Yeah.
Like, because there's a second of not only do you think it goes in, but they win.
Yeah.
Because that put them into OT.
That was fucking crazy.
Like, at that point, everybody was like, that was a dagger. Like, game's over.
Yeah.
And it's like, no. Game's on. Because, and holy shit, like, when it was into OT, I was like, oh, no, now you got to beat them. Because now you got to go, like, you got to do the choke now.
Yeah.
If you think that you're going to do the choke and you thought you won and you lose in OT, oh, it is over. Like, everybody's going to be obnoxious about it. Everybody's going to be up. That didn't happen.
And it's crazy. It was like somebody brought this up too. They were like, if Hallie shot that shot 10 out of 10 times,
9.5, that shit doesn't go in.
it doesn't go in. Because if you literally see the NBA
Dude, it went
rims,
over the shot clock board.
Yeah, like NBA rims aren't made to be bouncy like that. So I don't know how the fuck it literally bounced. Like, usually it goes at like a tilt and it will go out. I don't know how the fuck it does that and goes straight back down. All the way up, straight back down. You cannot fucking convince me. I'm telling you right now, he sacrificed somebody, bro. It was the
Dude,
Colts
they're on
owner.
some like voodoo like type shit.
It was the
like,
Colts owner.
Yeah.
It was the Colts owner.
Dude,
I
no,
don't
it's
know
the
what
quarterback.
they're doing in Indiana. The devil resides there. You know what? He's probably Hallie's neighbor at this point, bro. You know, maybe he knocks on Hallie's door and he's like, "Hey, do you have any like milk or flour I can buy?
Do you have any sugar?
Yeah.
Dude, no, they're on some fucking voodoo magic right now.
I fucking hate this shit. I fucking hate this shit so much.
So then everybody starts then being like, okay, time for game 2. And I'm convinced to this day that they were not fucking ready for game 2. That game 1 shocked them so much that they were not ready to play.
Yeah. I think we all felt that way too. It was like that sucked any momentum that we had, like anything, any hope that we had. It was just like
fucking Nimhart just being like, like splash, splash. Dude, that shit, like, there were fucking shots that even like Steph Curry couldn't even make. He was getting fouled.
That's the shit that I was saying. I was like, if you compare these stats to like prime Steph Curry, like Nemhard was better in this one. Like, I'm like, how the fuck is that possible?
Dude, that shit was fucking crazy. And what sucks even more is that you see like the lead start like whittling away.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about it. You just have to fucking sit there and just deal with it.
And you're just like, okay, like you're like, okay, they're up by 12, they're up by 9, they're up by 8, and you're thinking, you're like, it's 30 seconds to go and they're up by 8. we're gonna close this game. They were even up by 5 with what 10 seconds left to go, and we had the fucking ball.
And then it was the fucking meme of like for all the Knicks fans that were not born that for all the Knicks fans that are like 25 right now, welcome to being a Knicks fan.
Yeah.
Because it was like you now had your Knick fan moment.
You had the scarred moment.
Yeah.
And it's funny because it used to happen literally to Indiana and Chicago.
Yeah.
And it's like
the finger roll, the Reggie Miller, like all of that shit.
It's fucking ridiculous.
I remember my dad literally said it. He was like, "Welcome to being a Knicks fan." That fucking selfish bastard. And I always tell him, I'm like, dude, you're so selfish because you turned me into a sports fan. He's sitting there being all happy that I'm a sports fan. Little does it occur that after game 2, I crash out so much that it turns into, oh shit, I don't think I can watch games here anymore.
Yeah, I was like, all the hype for me was just fucking gone. Like I was like, I can't.
So down 0-2, and then now you start getting scared. So let me ask you, 0-2, did you think they were going to get swept?
I didn't think we were going to get swept just because, like, of Brunson. And it's like, I don't think we've ever, like, since we've gotten Brunson, I don't think we've ever gotten, like swept. I don't even think we've lost in 5. I think we've always gone to 6. Like even like Miami, like a couple years ago, we went to 6. Like Cleveland, even we beat them in 6. We always seem to go to either 6 or 7. So I was always thinking, I'm like deep down inside, I'm like, we're still a good team. I think we're gonna get swept. I was like, maybe we could lose in 5, but I knew deep down I was like, we're gonna take at least 1 at the Garden, and I was like, I think we might still win at Indy because we were always good on the road in the playoffs.
Yeah,
so.
game 3 that was the game.
That was do or die. And listen, we were down by fucking 20 in that game.
In that game, yeah, that shit was also crazy. I was watching that shit in my room. That was the very first game that I wore anything, like any Knicks stuff, because I usually don't. Like if I'm home, I don't wear any jerseys or anything. Yeah. It's kind of just like, all right, like we have to figure it out. Yeah. Dude, and again, we talk about Reggie Miller. I got so fucking annoyed. I turned off the game and listened to it on the radio. Yeah. Because I was so fucking tired of hearing Reggie Miller on the call.
Yeah.
Like, dude, they planned that shit.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And that got me so 100%. Fucking tight.
Hey, and listen, I'm going to just say this too. Next year will be a little bit better because they're going to NBC and they're going to have Melo on the call. So please give us, So please give us Melo for Knicks playoff games.
But also, here's my fucking thing. Why the fuck are you taking away like the home games?
Yeah,
like
it doesn't make sense.
Your home broadcasters like being able to do round 1, like that shit. I don't understand that shit. Like that's kind of the beauty of the playoffs.
Yeah,
is like you're in it with this team, and then all of a sudden, the broadcasters that have been getting you ready for this time.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, they're just going to pack up and not be there?
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of stupid,
it's crazy.
If you ask me.
It's crazy. But, shout out to Clyde.
Oh.
Saw he was at a few of the games as
Swishing,
well.
dishing.
Yeah.
Moving and grooving.
Fucking love
winning
Clyde.
And grinning.
Fucking love that guy, man. Him and Mike, man.
He's aura.
100%.
He's straight aura.
His fucking
He's like
suits
the Chuck Norris of Knick fans.
Yeah.
Of like Knick world.
His fucking suits are literally the best thing in the world.
Do you think you could pull off a suit like that?
No. Listen, and he asks Breen that all the time. And Breen's always like, I can never pull it off how you pull it off.
I can't pull off a suit, period. I'm just that ugly.
I mean, come on, like a fucking like a cow like design.
Cow print?
I can't do that.
No.
Only Clyde could do that.
No, yeah. Only Clyde.
Only Clyde could do that.
And so game 3 happens, and you're like, okay, you're down 2-1. Game 4, you have to win.
Yeah.
You have to win game 4.
Yeah.
And what happens game 4?
Yeah. It's just pure fucking,
It was just one of those, that was so frustrating. It was one of those frustrating games because this entire series, you had so many games where you were like, Cat's quiet, OG is quiet, Mikhail is quiet. It's like, why are my 2 best starters, why do they only flourish when they're both not on the court?
Yeah.
It's like when it was only like Cat was like a monster when Jalen wasn't on the court.
Yeah.
So, for a championship team, you can't have that.
Yeah. And they also dove into the statistics as well. It was like, we know Brunson and Cat aren't good at defense at all. And it
Yeah,
was
like your two best players cannot be awful at defense.
yeah, and if they are, it's like you gotta they both had to have like 30, 40 each to like even combat that, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like that's where it got frustrating because it was like they were very up and down, and but you know what's crazy too? Like I thought like for the most part in the playoffs, I thought Cat was really good, and it was kind of like night and day when you're watching him and like Julius Randle in the playoffs because it was like Randle always had a couple of good games, but Randle for the most part he was pretty bad, but Cat always had his share of like, okay, I have 30 points, I have like 10 rebounds, like we're good. But it was always weird where it was like, yeah, they were never connected on the same page for like one specific game. It only felt like when they were connected and like McCall and OG were connected, that's when they were up by like 40 and 50. And it's like, you got to do that when you're like down.
Yeah.
So, and then needless to say, like it was, it's fucking 3-1 at this point.
So then people start packing it in.
Yeah.
People are now this is when you're in the trenches.
Yeah.
This is when it's honestly at this point, this is when it's just like true New York Knicks fans.
Yeah.
Because also this playoff run, just turned fucking people into Knicks fans.
Oh, yeah.
Like, dude, they were fucking hot girls that were posting about the Knicks. Like, where the fuck were you?
It's like those random people from like fucking like Kansas that they moved to Brooklyn.
No, literally, it's like, oh my gosh,
They're
like New York's
oh my
up.
god, it's
Like, oh my gosh,
the
like
Knicks.
the clubs are so much fun now because like the Knicks are winning.
And
Like,
it's
oh
so
my
crazy
gosh.
because I was on TikTok and I'm seeing like all these like different videos and stuff and it's like all these influencers and they're like, oh my god, I love how it's so cute how like the whole city comes together to watch the Knicks and it's like they got their Knicks outfits and it's like before the dinner you got to plan for the Knicks ahead and it was fucking and I'm just gonna say it too, like as diehard fans, like just watching that it was fucking amazing because like you just see everybody talking about your team and it wasn't just like in New York, it was like everywhere.
Yeah.
And obviously it's like when the Lakers and Knicks, the two biggest markets in the league, are doing good, everyone's talking about them. And obviously it was like the Lakers were out. Nobody was talking about the Lakers. And it was just the Knicks. Like nobody was talking about the fucking Pacers. Nobody was talking about the Pacers.
That's
and
right.
nobody cared about OKC like that. They're still a small market team.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking more about Minnesota in my opinion. But
Oh no, 100%.
But New York, it was like we were capturing everybody's hearts and like just to fucking see that, it was special. It was special.
So, Game 3 happens. Game 4 happens. Game 5, this is like, all right, you're down 3-1. Just don't lose at home.
Yeah.
Don't lose at home.
That was the mindset.
Like, you wanna beat us in Indy? Fine, go right ahead. But don't you dare think that you can beat us at home again.
Yeah, especially like you're not advancing at MSG.
Exactly. You're not doing that again. And of course, starts with the Landry Shamet. Landry Shamet chance. He goes on a tear. Because then we also didn't talk about this, but Game 3, holy shit, fucking bench showed up.
Yeah. And that was like the big thing too with Dibs, and it's like the playoff time comes around and it's like you got to ride the hot hand, and it's like if your starters aren't giving you everything, you got to try some kind of adjustment on the fly. Because again, I know we're gonna get into this afterwards too, but it's like you have all season to work on, mixing and matching with players to find out what's the best lineup against certain teams, right? And people were like, you got to put Deuce in the starting lineup, put Hart on the bench. And I didn't like the way that they were adjusting. So, you had Landry Shamet. Not even Shamet, just Shamet. It was like, DeLon Wright also came in and, it was just small things. It was like deflecting the ball, getting steals. That flips an entire possession. And it's like all the games against Indiana, for the most part, were close.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like 1-2 possession swings your way. And it's like, shit, like you end up winning the game. So it was like the defense was helping a lot. So my boy Landry, I hope he's back next season, by the way.
Landry Shamet, like,
hope he's back.
That was also pure bliss.
That was
a
fucking
bliss
amazing.
moment.
The Landry Shamet chant.
Because then everybody was just,
Landry
they were doing all the rocking memes like, I didn't hear no bell. I didn't hear no bell. Because then you were like, wait a minute. No. Like, could it happen?
Could it happen?
Like, could it be? Like,
I started getting hope.
Okay, so did you think that it could have happened?
I started getting hope, yeah.
I was I was still skeptical. I wasn't bought in. I was not bought in.
Yeah.
Like they won game 5 and I was just like, okay, I'm not going to be bought in until you win game 6.
Yeah.
So then it starts with, all right, just got to win one more.
Yeah.
You win one more and it's even. And unfortunately, that one more didn't happen.
Yeah.
This was finally it. And of course, game 6 was at my dad's retirement party. So here I am meeting all of his coworkers, and I'm sitting there like a fucking psychopath, like trying not to crash out at like a fancy restaurant where, holy shit, there are no fucking TVs. The bar's in another area. I felt like an absolute just psychopath, constantly walking away.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I watched the Yankees get absolutely smoked by the Dodgers that game because that was the night that they lost like 20 to 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that shit was fucking wild. So then, of course, game's over. It's kind of just like, all right, like that's it.
Yeah.
Bittersweet. As I'm walking out, somebody looks at me. I'm wearing a Knicks shirt, and he goes, "Yo, so I don't know if you know, but they lost tonight." And I looked at him, and like my mom literally grabbed my arm and pulled me away because she was just like, no, like, literally no. And then as I'm walking to the car, they were like probably like guys our age, maybe a little bit younger. So I'd probably say like freshmen in college, maybe in high school. They looked at me and they were like, "Yo, Knicks in 7, am I right?" Dude, I just had to go in the car because I was ready to fucking swing. Yeah. And that night was just god awful. Like, I remember dinner was over by like 9:00. I just went home, went to bed.
Yeah.
That Sunday, like you just rot in bed.
Yeah.
And just knowing that was it. Yeah. So then we start looking onto the off season. Like, all right, what's next? So then we start having a conversation with each other. Does coach get fired? Mm-hmm. And it was Saturday was the game. Yeah. Monday we were texting each other, and it's so funny we talk about this because that night was when we were like, okay, yo, let's actually like get this podcast like rolling. Like, let's get this shit moving. Yeah. Because we had so much to say. Like, no, like you still, like if you fire him, like who are you gonna get? Yeah. Tuesday. What happens?
Fucking Shams bomb, I guess at this point.
A sham slam? Like is that what they call it? Like, do they even call it anything?
Nah, it's just
They're really missing out. They got to call it like a sham slam.
They sometimes call him Shazam.
Ooh, I kind of fuck with that. A Shazam?
Shazam.
I fuck with that. I actually really fuck with that.
And I remember it was right after lunch, and I was at my cubicle. You know, just fucking slaving away, and
working for the man.
I see my phone like literally vibrate, and I now always kind of like when I get a tweet, I glance over just to check, even though I know it could be like just some random shit. I saw the tweet, and out of the corner of my eye, I see Shams, and I'm like, okay, maybe it's like some random fucking team, right? I see breaking in all caps, and I'm like, oh shit, something went down. So I'm thinking Giannis or KD got traded, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And then I see New York Knicks, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, what the fuck could have happened? And then I just see Tom Thibodeau has been relieved of his duties, and I was like, holy shit. Like, it's a thing where like people always talked about it, and you always just thought to yourself, you were like, it's something that would have never happened unless they really got like fucked in the playoffs. And they always looked at it. Every season under Thibs, they got better. Like, they went farther. First year with Brunson, first round exit. Then they went to the second round. Then they went to the third round. And it was like, could they make it? Could they make it to that next round? Or did the Knicks beating Boston kind of solidify him just staying another year?
Dude, I literally, as soon as they beat Boston, I thought he was at least going to get one more year. I didn't even think I thought the argument was dead that he was going to get fired.
Yeah.
Like, I legitimately, as soon as they beat Boston, I thought he was safe.
I thought it was solidified. Yeah.
That he was at least going to come back next
At
year.
least one more year. Yeah.
So
I thought if they lost like in the second round or like in the conference finals the next year, then I thought they were like, okay, we need to change.
Yeah, dude, I remember you texted me, yo, Thibs just got fired.
Yeah.
And I literally screamed, fuck, in work.
Yeah.
And everybody was like looking around, and I'm like, yo, they just fired coach. I go in the back. I'm in the warehouse, and everybody's like trucking along, like working.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, Coach Tom Thibodeau just got fired. And everybody starts pulling out their phone.
Yeah.
Being like, what the fuck? Like, some of them are like, what are they doing? Others are like, I never thought that they were going to do it.
Yeah.
But it was just so wild because the entire season, it was just like all the Thibs haters just being like, oh, too many minutes, too many minutes. But everybody was like, yo, look at the playoffs. Like, you have all these guys that, like, they get these, like, you know, they take it easy. And,
Yeah.
you know, the guys that are getting hurt are the ones that are not playing every single day.
Yeah.
You know, you have all these, you know, season-ending injuries. So, yeah, no, as soon as they beat Boston, it was, for me, I was like, no, like, this is not happening.
Yeah.
And to this day, we're kind of sitting here and we're wondering, what's their move? Because when that happened, we were both texting each other. We're like, okay, I trust Leon Rose.
Yeah.
So I know that they at least have a plan.
Yeah.
How long ago was this? Like a week?
Yeah.
Week and a half?
Yeah.
What's their fucking plan? Like, I'm like genuinely asking you because, like, this whole entire week has just been, like, we're sitting here now, June 14th, and we still don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
So, like, let me ask you this. Like, all these, like, coaches that they're asking and them saying no, do you find that, like, a little embarrassing? Or, like, where is your stance? Like, are you scared right now?
I kind of like that they're doing it because I feel like no team kind of does that, where it's like they're going after guys that are under contract, right? And it's like, you know, you expect them to say no, because like if you ask a coach to be like, unless it's like a college coach, because that's different. I don't think any team has really gone up to like, you know, like a playoff team's coach. They're like, hey, you know, can we talk to your coach? You know, so I think it's more so just due diligence where they're like, they're just gonna check in, because like who knows, maybe what if fucking Minnesota, they're like, oh shit, we just lost in the conference finals too. It's like, fuck it, we're gonna fire this guy anyways. If you want to talk to him, you can talk to him. But to your point, like, it's like, I don't think there's any coach out there that's gonna be better than Thibs automatically, but I'm willing to like see it through and be like, you know, maybe if we see this guy throughout the season, maybe he does have better adjustments. Maybe he does use the bench more. Maybe he gets us those extra wins that we didn't get last season. But, you know, you're always going to start thinking, you're going to be like, you fired a guy who's been around the league for so long, who's coached a bunch of different playoff teams. It's always going to be hard to replace that guy, right? So I don't know what they're going to do. I don't think anybody knows what they're going to do. But I'm going to say this. I think they're going to take a while. I think they're going to take a few more weeks, honestly, to kind of sit down and like go through a bunch of candidates. What Shams is saying is that they're going to be talking to former coaches. They're going to be talking to assistant coaches. They're going to be talking to college coaches.
Dude, they were talking to Jay Wright. Like, that was fucking crazy. Because, like,
and Calipari, too, apparently. They reached out to him.
Calipari. Not wanting the next job. And you knock out the...
Even Rick Pitino was like, nah, I'm good here.
Yeah. Would you want Rick Pitino to be...
So
as a St. John's alma mater and also a Knicks fan...
Yeah.
Would you have wanted Rick Pitino to be the next coach?
I say leave him at St. John's just because St. John's is like building something, and I'm like keep St. John's where they are. Like, it's like, because next thing you know, you take Rick Pitino out of St. John's, and it's like, who the fuck's gonna be recruiting people here? So I say leave him here.
Dude, they've been on like the fucking they
are
good at recruiting.
Number one transfer portal, I think, in the country right now.
Dude, I am hyped.
They're projected to be top 3 in the country.
Oh, dude, March Madness is gonna be.
Oh, that's gonna be
lit.
Fucking sick.
I cannot.
You gotta hit up some SJU games and.
Oh my god, for sure,
like,
dude.
That's gonna be.
But like my thing is, what bothers me is when this shit happened.
Yeah.
Everybody was saying, okay, this is a Leon Rose decision. This is a Leon Rose decision. And now we're sitting here and we're starting to think that this might have been a Dolan decision.
Yeah.
And we thought those dark days were over because, he goes on the Roommates podcast and he goes, I learned my lesson that, like, I have to be hands off. I have to trust my staff. I have to trust the people that I hired, to make the right decision.
Yeah.
Like, I sit down with them and I go, okay, this is what you believe in, then I will write it.
Yeah.
Do you so right now standing here, or more so sitting here, was this a Leon Rose decision or was this a James Dolan decision?
I'll be honest with you. Just based off all like the beat writers and like what they're saying, I think honestly it was a Leon decision. Now obviously Dolan gets like the final say and everything, but I think more so it was player driven.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I think it's like obviously like Brunson vouched for Thibs, but
Yeah, and what's even crazier is we have on Saturday, the first question he's asked
Yeah.
is Thibs the guy? And he brushes off that question like it is a stupid question.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like, are you really asking me that question? Like, is he really the guy?
Yeah.
Like, of course he is. And he gets fired on Tuesday.
Yeah. Crazy,
And
right?
It is
Crazy.
It is very crazy. Okay, so we kind of had to take a little like short break. Like, yo, that was kind of funny. Like, she almost was like, "Hi, like, I'm really sorry," and it's just like, ah. Like, and it was so funny. We made a joke because we were like, "Yo, what's gonna happen if as we're recording, somebody opens the door and comes into?" Because right now we're in a classroom on campus.
Yeah.
Technically, we shouldn't be here, but it's okay.
Yeah.
But we digress and we move on. So back to the firing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little disheartening seeing how many people are now being like, oh, the same old New York Knicks, like, dysfunctional, this, that, the other, the stigma
Yeah.
of like the Knicks will always be the Knicks. Like the Knicks are gonna Nick.
Yeah.
So I stand here in front of you, God and them boys. Who do you want as a coach?
Like no restrictions or anything.
Just like, no, if a genie were to come out of a baller right now and say, I can give you any coach you want right now, who do you want?
I probably would have gone with Miami's coach Eric Spoelstra
Dude, I
because
love Spoelstra.
he's been around for so long. He makes the finals. It seems with like shitty teams. Like I would have gone with him, but I feel like it's fucking tough to say. Like it's like all the people that they requested interviews with, I would have taken because it was like they were all like playoff coaches. They've been around for so long. I would have taken one of those guys too. But it's like, shit, man. I don't know. I genuinely don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know, man. I could see them going for like a college coach and getting like a big fish from college or something. I don't know.
See, that's always what I'm scared of. Like now they're thinking of Danny Hurley. They obviously spoke to Jay Wright.
Yeah.
You fire Tibbs, you better have a plan.
Yeah.
Because like that is a big, big, big firing.
Yeah.
And to be so okay with letting that guy go, you almost pray to God that it's like, okay, we do have our ducks in order. We have all of our eggs in a basket. Like we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
And it's hard to believe that right now because for the past week, it hasn't felt like that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about you, but it sure as hell has not felt like that for me.
Yeah.
But I think we have to at least say, we both didn't want it.
Yeah.
We were both anti this firing.
Yeah.
So people are now saying he was going to be fired unless they were going to win the chip.
Yeah.
Would you have done that?
No. I would have kept them for another year at least. I wanted to see them upgrade the bench, and then if there were like discussions on is he playing the bench the right way, because it was like the bench was pretty like weak going into the season. Like we noticed we have legitimately probably like 7 or 8 guys, right? And these teams are now trotting out like 10, 11 guys, right? I would have liked to see them get like a legitimate 6-man, maybe a 7-man, put that with Deuce and Mitch. And then, okay, if he's still like playing the starters 40 minutes a game and they lose in like the second round, I'm like, okay, it's time for him to go.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see him with like a revamped bench.
Yeah, I wanted to at least see one more year of Coach Tom Thibodeau as the New York Knicks head coach. Right now, we stand here, like I said, in front of God and the boys, kind of just waiting.
Yeah.
So when do you think they're going to announce a coach?
I think they're going to take a while because I think they're going to go over a lot of candidates.
Will it be before or after the draft?
I think there's a chance it's after the draft. I think it's after the draft, but it's going to be before free agency.
Okay.
I can see that because it's like at the same time as like I don't even think they have like 1 second-round pick I think in the draft this year, and it's like all right, whatever. I could just see them moving that pick anyways for like money or anything, but like I think it's like okay, free agency, you need to have someone at that point because free agents aren't going to want to come here if they're going to be like I don't know
Who's the coach?
And
Exactly.
it's like what's my role going to be here? So I think it's like that week between and you know what's really fucking crazy? You really want to know what's crazy?
What?
So that weekend when we're going to be at the Jersey Shore,
No shot. Wait, actually?
that's right after the draft. That's that Monday that we go back to work. That's the first day of free agency. But you know damn well with the NBA, rumors swirl that weekend, the first couple days. That weekend in Jersey Shore, that's when all the rumors are going to come in. That's when I think they're going to be making a coach.
So you think we're going to be in the Shore?
I think we're going to be in the Shore. I think we're going to have a new coach at that point.
Oh, shit. Yo, how
So
crazy would that be?
It's still a couple weeks away.
It's only 2 weeks when you really think about it.
If you think about it, right. But it does give them, because think about it, he got fired almost, it's been over a week already. So going into this week is going to be almost 2 weeks already. Like, it's kind of wild, right? It's like, shit, it's like 3.5 weeks when that time.
That's actually crazy.
I think for them, that gives them enough time. But, like, that'll be fucking wild. That's a fucking emergency pod at that point, you know?
No,
what I mean?
literally, I think we might have to bring our stuff.
Like, listen,
to
like
Jersey.
pre-gaming, and it's just like, shit, we have a new head coach.
Yeah, we
What
might
the
have.
fuck do we do?
Yeah, we might have to pack up our microphone and laptop. So, I think we wrap up this part and just say, okay, so I'll ask you this question
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Just yes or no. Was this a success? Oh my God, I cannot talk. Was this a successful season?
I say so. I mean, would I've loved to be Indiana? Of course, yeah. But I didn't think they were going to be Boston. I mean, they shut me up. I say that. They beat Boston. They got to the conference finals. I always thought it was going to be like a linear progression. Every year you get better. You make it farther. All the championship teams, they lose in the second, third round multiple times, and then they finally break through. So I think it was a successful season. Next season, I think it's like you got to go to the finals at this point. You got a short window, 2-3 years. Everyone's in their prime. You got everybody under contract.
Yeah, they're really in win now.
Yeah,
They have to be.
Very win now. You have no picks. You have no quote-unquote young players. Get yourself a bench, whether it's 1 or 2 guys. Preferably not just 1 guy. I want like at least 2 guys off the bench. Get 2 guys off the bench. Bring everybody back. Bring Mitch back. Bring Deuce back. I mean, they're all under contract. They're going to come back anyways. Run that shit back. Get yourself a good coach. Play your bench. And make the finals next year. Because it's like at this point, and I was going to ask you this too before I guess we wrap up this segment. The East is fucking wide open.
Wide open.
But I'm also going to say this too. I feel like the fucking West is also wide open at this point. Because it's like,
Bro,
man,
what's going on right now in the finals is actually insane. OKC has looked like the most dominant team this entire season. And, like, SGA is being locked the fuck down right now. It's actually insane. Like, and low-key kind of makes me a little bit more mad.
Yeah.
Because it's like the whole, like, oh, they had no chance against OKC.
Yeah.
I don't know about that
I don't
anymore.
think so. I think we would have given them a good fight. It's like once you get to the finals, anything can happen. Genuinely, anything can happen.
So, does it piss you off? So, I'm going to ask you this. Yeah. Now with Indiana in the finals, do you want them to win or do you want OKC to win?
OKC.
What makes you feel better more? OKC winning or you losing to the champions, being like, okay, well, we lost to the best.
I still think the Pacers are on double magic, so that's gonna be my excuse. I want to see the Pacers lose because I want to be able to post this just to fucking get back at them because you know what, you fucking
maybe I text that girl when they lose and I'm just like, hey,
honestly,
how are you?
Honestly, yeah. How's the
like,
Pacers?
How's life been?
What the hell, you know?
With the hell, yeah. I hear it with that, but I will wrap up by saying this, dude. You know, I've known you for, like I said, 7 years. Just holy shit, dude! What a fucking ride!
What a season!
Like it was just so fun.
Very fun.
You know, like
very
the ups and downs.
Fun.
Dude,
very fun.
There was nobody would have wanted. I'm gonna get like just real quick, real sappy for a second. Just like nobody else would have been, you know, as enjoyed with.
Yeah.
Run this season with.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
No,
it was so
agree.
fun. Like every single game, it was a movie.
Yeah.
And this was fun. Like
it was like, yo, we gotta head to the Garden.
I do think this was a successful season. You know, it's staying still.
Yeah.
It still hurts. You know, you still feel like a little bit of a disappointment.
Yeah.
But what a hell of a season.
It was fucking fun.
And
man. It was fucking fun. Never gonna forget this shit.
With the end of basketball, comes the height of baseball.
Yeah.
So the New York Yankees right now.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on with them?
Yeah.
They look. What's your take on them right now?
Well, here's the thing too, right? It's like, well, starting in the offseason, fucking Soto leaves because he gets all pissy because, you know, he wants, basically you got to kiss his fucking feet. And you got to make sure this guy gets pampered, right? Like, you walk outside and it's raining. Steve Cohen has to get, like, an umbrella and fucking walk him down.
He crawls on the ground and Soto walks on. That's what it is. I think that's what
he takes off his jacket, like, over the puddle. And Juan Soto walk, and not just Juan Soto, his fucking mom, his fucking, like, his whole family does it too.
Yeah, and listen, I'm part of that Latino family, but it's like, dude, it's like auntie, it's like grandma, grandpa, like aunt, uncle, cousins, you know, siblings, mom, dad.
Yeah.
I mean, you lose the World Series, and you get not only do you lose the World Series, you get embarrassed.
Yeah.
Like you almost feel like you didn't
fucking disgusting.
belong there. You felt like you didn't belong
disgusting. There. And I just want to say shout out to Stanton, you know, for kind of fucking carrying us throughout that series.
Stanton is hoodie mellow.
Yeah.
I think he's like, there's three: playoff Stanton, hoodie mellow, and LeBron mask.
Yeah.
When he used to wear that like eyeglass, like the when he broke his nose.
Yeah.
Those three are like disgusting. That's a pyramid of, you know, danger.
Yeah.
But did you watch the game last night?
Yes.
Dude, that was fucking insane.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I literally, of course, it's right when I leave. I go upstairs to go do some push-ups, to actually, you know, take care of my body and do push-ups.
Yeah.
Is all of a sudden I hear the Michael K, like, that ball is way up.
Yeah.
And see ya. And I'm like, motherfucker. Like, why? Why is it always when I leave the TV? But, so, Soto leaves.
Yeah.
You get Max Fried.
Yeah.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Yeah. Belly.
Cody Bellinger.
Yeah. I fucking love Belly, by the way.
Belly always looks fried.
He is. I was gonna say this. He's definitely fried. When they interview him, and you're like, Cody, how was it like out there? He's like, it's good.
Dude, I've
never seen him open his fucking eyes wide open before. He's always like this.
Yes, he literally is a stoner. It's actually hilarious.
I fucking love. Let me just say this. I always liked Cody. Even when he was on the Dodgers, he was like always one of my favorite players. I fucked with Cody
I fucked with him when he was on the Cubs. Like, he was fucking nasty on the Cubs.
I fucking loved him.
And you get Max Fried, who's also been on a fucking tear.
He's
and also,
been fucking amazing.
Carlos Rodon. First of all, we're not even talking about this, but all these free agents happen, and then your ace goes down.
Yeah.
Tommy John surgery,
Yeah.
and then you get scared. You're like, okay, so now what's gonna happen?
You're like immediately when not just like a primary rotation guy goes down. It's like when it's your ace that goes down, you start looking at the rotation and you're just like, fuck, like you know
he
what I mean?
goes down,
right?
And Hill goes down.
And then it's like your rotation just thins out, and it's like fuck,
Like that was one of your, like you feel good
yeah,
about your rotation.
yeah,
And then you start having these people that don't all of a sudden they step into the role that
Yeah.
you had no idea was going to
Exact-
be that guy.
Yeah.
Like Carlos Rodon.
Yeah.
Who had any idea that this guy was going to all of a sudden start being good?
it's the beard. It's the beard. It might be the beard.
And then, yeah, exactly. But then you have Devin Williams, who also like started the season shitting the bed.
Yeah.
Is awful. And then
Now he turns
gets
in-
taken
yeah.
out.
He
as
takes
the
out of the
closer.
closer role. Yeah.
I always thought that Luke Weaver
Weaver was
should have been a closer since last year.
Yeah.
I always, like, when they got Devin Williams, I was like, okay, I mean, like, awesome. But, like, I always thought Luke Weaver was, like, he could have been the guy.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
even in the playoffs last year, he was nasty.
Yeah, he was nasty.
He was nasty.
Luke was fire, man.
Yeah.
I
Oh, my
fucking
gosh. I love that guy.
I fucking
But-
like Luke.
You know, you have all these, you know, these hitting guys that you're like who, again, what's on the bingo card? Like Carlos Rodon,
Yeah.
kind of becoming your number 2.
Yeah.
You're like, that was not on my bingo card. The way that Max Fried is pitching right now, dude, he is
Fucking
on
amazing.
a tear right
His
now.
fucking his ERA
He
is just
literally,
like
he
down.
literally might win the Cy Young.
Yeah. His ERA is like what even is it? It's like I want to say it's like 2 point.
I think it is.
It's like 2.3 or something.
I think it's something like that.
I saw those numbers and I was like, holy shit.
And then you also have you have your captain
Yeah.
that's hitting like this. So I'm going to ask this question. When can you have the discussion that he's going to hit 400 as his batting average? Is it like, when can you start having that conversation like, yo, that's actually a real possibility that that's going to happen?
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. The thing.
I'm going to say All-Star break. After the home run derby and All-Star
Yeah.
break, if he's still hitting like 397, 393,
Yeah.
it's a real possibility that he can hit 400.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing too. I was because like my logic for this is that I feel like once the All-Star break comes around, it's like those first like couple weeks right after the break is like guys are kind of still in vacation mode. Like not Judge specifically because obviously he'll be in the game, but it's like, you know, all the other players. It's like the morale is kind of it's up, but it's like you're away from the game for like a few days, right?
Yeah.
So you get a little bit rusty, you get like a little bit thing, whatever. So you come out of the break and you're like a little bit like sleepy, and you're like, okay, this, that. I think if Judge comes out of the All-Star break and he's still slashing those numbers, it's like you can have discussion. Yeah, he can carry it into see. And the thing is too with Judge, when it comes to the regular season, he's not one to like really kind of go into like a huge slump. Like he has like his slumps here and there, but
I
it's
mean,
like
last year, he started off the season awful.
yeah.
And then this year, you're
Even-
almost like
yeah.
waiting for that shoe to
Yeah,
drop.
yeah,
And,
yeah, yeah.
You know, God forbid, like, you know, knock on wood, that hasn't happened.
Yeah.
You know, he's been on this tear since the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
And it's not only like he's just hitting bombs.
Yeah.
He's hitting singles, doubles. You know, he is getting on base. Like his
Nice.
on base percentage
Filthy.
right now is
Filthy.
disgust. It
Filthy.
literally is video game numbers.
Filthy.
It is filthy. It's video game numbers. It truly is like crazy.
And I just want to say too, I generally really like this lineup a lot better than last year's team because I feel like we're more complete. I feel like we're more diverse in terms
Oh
of
yeah,
like the hitting.
100%. Our
We got
base running is
lefties,
better.
We got right, you know what I mean? And it's like,
Yes.
and then listen, shout out to my boy Jazz.
Oh my gosh.
My boy Chaz. Listen, he's everybody's fan favorite, man. You got to give it to him.
Yeah,
you got to give it to him.
Everybody loves. You know, Yankees fans always love
He's
Judge,
everyone's.
but you gotta love Jazz.
You gotta love Jazz.
I literally texted it to you this week.
You like Jazz?
Baseball is better when he's playing.
Exactly.
And it's actually kind of ironic because of how well he fits here.
Yeah.
Because of his personality. Because obviously the Yankees have that status of the
Boring,
clean-up,
yeah.
button-up guys, professional. Like, you do your job. You're not,
You don't
all
talk.
around.
You don't talk like shit and shit.
But
and,
like this guy's like
this
he's
guy
in
comes
chains. He's just killing it.
He's got the swagger, man.
Oh my
He's
God,
got
he
the
is
fucking
he
swagger.
is aura. He is aura.
And I want to say this too. When they first got him, a lot of the rumors that were going
Cancer.
around, they were like locker room cancer. And
Locker
it's
room
like,
cancer.
first of all, I mean, I like Miami as a city, but
Miami, we
the
are.
Miami Marlins are one of the worst fucking run organizations in all of sports.
Dude, they're so bad. They lost to the Colorado Rockies.
Literally.
The Rockies right now have such a bad record. That was their first series win this season. That is how bad Miami is.
And we're in the middle of June, by the way. We're in the middle of June,
Yeah, we are in the middle of June, and it was late May when the Colorado Rockies got their first series win.
Yeah.
So, right now, we still have a couple weeks of baseball before the All-Star break. What is your biggest concern right now? What's your biggest praise? What's your biggest concern?
Biggest praise. I mean, to be completely honest with you, I really like the pitching right now. I really, really do like it, and I'm kind of impressed by it, to be quite honest. I mean, it's like you lose Cole, and you easily could have just been like, oh shit, like we lost our ace. We don't really have the depth to kind of like keep up with all these other teams. But as you said too, it's like these guys are stepping up, and I really like it. And it's like you have 3-4 guys, maybe even 5 guys that can kind of come in there, and then they can get you a win, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And my thing is, so then let me ask you, what's your biggest concern?
Biggest concern, I mean, I'd say right now is kind of getting Stanton up to speed. Now, there are rumors that he could have been available for the Red Sox series. There were rumors about that. I don't think he's going to be up to this quick. I think he's still in AA, by the way. I think, and I was going to bring this up too, they were saying that, he comes up, then you move Ben Rice around.
Yeah, so they're talking right now that they are going to do
Rice.
A three-man rotation right now, where they're going to alternate between him, Rice, and Goldschmidt.
Yeah.
And right now, I guess that's also kind of a good thing.
Because
kind of a nice problem to have.
Right, because you have to realize too, Stanton's not in any rhythm right now. He's going to come back in. They're not going to like force him into it, right? Because we all know Stanton, we like Stanton, right? But 90% of his contract, he's injured in the regular season. He earns his fucking money in the playoffs. So I don't give a fuck if this guy misses like another 20, 30 games of the regular season. As long as he's ready in October and he's slashing homers in October, that's all that fucking matters, right?
So
Big G.
And it's also crazy because the American League is just so bad. There's just
fucking insane.
They are just so bad.
Shout out to the Blue Jays.
The entire American League is just so bad that it's almost just like if they just keep doing what they're doing, they can win the division. I mean, their biggest rival right now is going to be the Tigers because the Tigers are also on a tear.
Yeah.
So if it's going to be New York, Detroit again,
that'd be fucking crazy.
Motor City, get ready.
That'd be
get ready because we're coming out fucking swinging. But I'm right there with you. The biggest praise right now is all these guys stepping into different roles right now.
Yeah.
Like we have Carlos Rodon, who's now looking like he actually is in his groove.
I gave up on him last season. Last season, I was so fucking mad with him.
I was mad, and then
I was so fucking mad. I'm not gonna lie.
But see, like he also started to have really good games.
Yeah.
Like there were some games he was good.
Yeah.
And then this year had like the first game because he pitched the first game, didn't he? He had a good game, and then all of a sudden, the next like 3-4 starts, he was awful, and everyone was just like, "Oh, it's classic Carlos Rodon."
I was gonna throw in a name that might trigger you, but Nasty Nestor Cortez.
Oh God,
playoff fucking legend right there.
Oh my gosh, isn't his wife? Help me out. His wife is like a Liberty player, isn't she?
I forget what it was.
I don't
know if it was a Liberty or it's fucking something. But
I think so. Anyways, but I'm right there with you on concerns.
Yeah.
I feel like
It's always the injuries, right? It's always
it's
the
that,
injuries.
and it's also there are just games where it's like if the bats go cold,
It's like there's
they
nothing.
cannot
Yeah.
win. Like it's almost like the Yankees are the type of team that if they're not hitting bombs that night, they're not winning.
And the thing is too, that was like a conversation that we've pretty much been having the last 3-4 years,
Yeah,
even 5 years
at
at this
least.
point. Yeah, because it was always like home run or bust, home run or bust.
That's literally all it's been.
Yeah.
But I feel like this year
is a little
bit better.
They got guys like Belly and Jazz.
Volpe is also
Volpe is also
he's been hitting some dingers too.
They could get on base, and that's
Yeah.
honestly that's all you kind of need is to get on base.
Goldschmidt.
Defense has been a lot better this year as well.
That's also something I want to
Because
give a
they let
shout
go
out.
of Glaver and
I mean, I also want to say Dominguez has also I don't want to say it, but he has been pretty decent. in outfield. But it's definitely
Oswaldo.
I like, and you have Trent Grisham.
Yeah.
Also another guy that's stepping out.
Yeah.
That who on their bingo card had Trent Grisham being this going on an absolute heater.
That best part of the Juan Soto trade right there, by the way.
Oh, and also, but the best thing was also during the Subway Series, one of the guys that they traded for, Cody Bellinger, hits the bomb over Soto.
Yes.
Which is fucking crazy. So, obviously, we don't have really a lot to go over because the season is still just starting. We're still in the grooves.
Don't worry, guys. When it's playoff time, we'll be chock full of information.
We'll be locked in.
Should have seen us for the World Series run last year.
But the best thing right now is that they're still just not only are they winning, but they're still taking series. They're still doing their thing.
They're still taking series, and it's like it goes to show that it's like okay, they drop a game or two.
Yeah.
But they still have the ability to close out a series.
The Dodgers series was the Dodgers and the Red Sox series, were the last two series.
Yeah.
That they've lost in quite some time.
Yeah. Fuck the Dodgers.
But oh my god, I fucking hate the Dodgers, dude.
Fuck
I literally.
You want to buy every fucking player in the world.
See that's what pisses me off.
Every Japanese pitcher is going to the fucking Dodgers. Are you gonna change it from Los Angeles to fucking Lost Japan or some shit, bro? This is bullshit.
It has to.
This is fucking bullshit.
Which also kind of made it better that we fucking just lit up Yamamoto when we played them. The last game of the series.
Can I ask you something?
What's up?
Do you think baseball needs a salary cap?
That's actually a really good question.
Let's say this. Let's say the Dodgers lose in a World Series to somebody, not us, somebody else. Then the Dodgers next season, they fucking go, I don't even know. They buy 3 fucking pitchers, top-rated pitchers from overseas, or they get 2 bats or whatever the case may be. At that point would you be like, we need some sort of salary cap because this is just fucking ridiculous?
See, I really like that question because I can see both sides.
Yeah.
I can see yes because obviously we have what's going on with the Dodgers.
Yeah.
We also have other teams that I feel like
they should be spending.
Yeah, they should be.
You have cheap owners
because now you also have.
Shout out to the A's.
Shout out to the.
I'm sorry.
Shout out to the Orioles too.
Yeah, facts.
That was also, you have an owner that's having a bobblehead night of just him. No players, just him.
That's fucking insane.
Yo, that is some fucking wild shit. To be on one and just be like, you know what? I'm the boss here. I'm gonna get bobblehead myself.
Y'all want a bobblehead night?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a bobblehead night.
Yeah, no, literally. But it's I see both, but overall I'm gonna say yes. I do think there needs to be a salary cap.
Yeah.
It's also kind of the same question of with the NCAA, should there be contracts?
Yeah.
Should there be stuff like that?
That's becoming a big thing too because now the argument is that with the NIL deals and shit,
yeah,
it's
the NIL deals are killer.
It's all of these big name players are going to big name schools, right? And I mean, I'm gonna say it unbiasedly. I'm a St. John's fan, right? Rick Pitino, we've got the money now.
Yeah.
You saw what happened. We've literally got 5, 6 guys from top-rated schools coming over here. You do feel bad for those younger. I mean, not the younger. For like those no-name schools where it's like
Yeah.
they don't have the money. And that's what made March Madness, because it's like, you had literally underdogs. So it's like, oh shit, they could like think. But now when you have all these top heavy teams, it's like, yeah, if you're a fan of that team,
It's nice,
you're gonna be
but-
like,
No,
fuck
yeah.
yeah. But I don't know. It's always a debate to have.
Oh, for sure. So I'm assuming that you would say salary cap for baseball you would want.
I would want it. And again, it's like, I'm a Yankees fan, and back in the day when we had the boss, and he would be buying
boss.
players, and it was like he did not settle for anything less. Like, if he wanted a guy, he'd get a guy. He'd give him all the money. Like, he wouldn't give a shit. I also think times have changed where it's like now teams are able to draft guys and develop guys. I personally,
Dude, we were just talking about small, like, homegrown guys. Like,
Yeah.
that's, like, such a big thing.
I love seeing it. I mean, like, I genuinely, wholeheartedly believe, like, if, we fucking hate the Red Sox and the Mets, but if they have a guy that they drafted and they've developed from single A, double A, triple A, he comes to the big league, he turns into a superstar, you should be able to offer that guy, so going to your point with the salary cap, you should be able to offer that guy the most money compared to anybody else. You should have like some sort of bird right, something like
Absolutely.
that,
100%.
that's my personal opinion. Because I love seeing hometown guys, homegrown guys stay in their markets.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I think it's great.
So with baseball season starting to really pick up steam,
Yeah.
is now also a beautiful time in sports, and that's the start of football.
Yes, sir.
So where are you standing right now on the season? Because the draft, like, we have to say, the draft was insane. The Giants had a really good draft.
They had a really good draft. And I genuinely did not think that. I mean, I knew they were going to go quarterback at some point. I didn't think that was going to be the fucking guy.
Yeah.
But-
Jackson, yeah.
I'm happy about it.
Oh, 100%.
If you've seen
I
his
really do
scrimmages,
like him.
his arm is.
And he's also a Star Wars fan, so
Oh,
that just
yeah,
makes
yeah,
everything
yeah,
10
yeah.
times better. But no, to what you said,
Sexy Deck.
Sexy Dexy, Abdul Carter. Dude, that video
Carter.
that you sent me of the three of them,
Oh, with the yep.
nasty.
That
And
was
also,
nasty.
fucking shout out to Brian Burns. All right, you have a fucking
Spider
Spider-Man
Burns.
visor. Oh my god,
Spider Burns.
You are automatically my favorite player. I think I'm gonna have to get your jersey now.
He's got to do the Sally.
Oh my! When he did that against, oh god, I think it was against Carolina. No, it was Seattle. When he got a sack, he did the Spider-Man,
Yeah.
and
That was sick.
oh my gosh, it's so nice to see
sick.
athletes be nerds like
Yes.
me. It makes me feel a little bit better.
So let
about
me ask
myself.
you, how are you feeling about the quarterback depth? Obviously, I feel like we have a lot more compared to last season. How do you feel about Russ? How do you think he's going to do this season? How do you feel about the depth behind him as well?
So, I'm interested to see where this is going to go.
Yeah.
Do I think he is the guy? No.
Not anymore.
I also don't want them to rush Jackson Dart in.
Yeah.
To have to be like, okay, you're
Just
in.
throw
Like,
you in,
you're
yeah.
going.
Yeah.
I don't, honestly, like, I'll be real, I don't want to see him this season.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter, like, what their record is. I do not want to see him.
Yeah.
I want him to at least have 1 year
Yeah.
of building his knowledge
Yeah.
of our plays, our routes,
Yeah.
the players. It's also interesting, the backup quarterback being Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
I mean,
one of the most liked guys in the league, by the way.
he all like
Such a
we
good
keep saying
personality.
it.
Such a
He
good
is
personality.
aura.
Yeah.
He also,
Such a good personality.
he is aura.
He's fun. He's very fun.
Dude, Barstool literally said when he retires, they're gonna give him a job.
Really?
Yeah. So
That's fun.
you already know he would kill it at Barstool.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I definitely do think that there will be at least entertaining games to watch.
Yeah.
Like last year, it was like not fun to watch Giants football.
Oh no, it's
Like
fucking
it was
terrible.
not. It literally
Fucking
felt like a
terrible.
chore.
Fucking terrible.
It felt like a chore.
I mean, shit, it's been like that for the past fucking couple seasons, anyways.
I mean, who knew that winning a playoff game against Minnesota was really gonna actually hurt us in the end?
that one game against the fucking Cowboys, and they got
Oh
him.
my gosh! I mean, last year, and then, you know, it's kind of at least you see a little bit of glimmer and hope.
Yeah.
Because you at least feel like they're a little bit more talented.
Yeah.
Which at least is gonna make it more entertaining.
Yeah, and to your point too, I don't think we're gonna see, I don't think we're gonna see any rookie quarterback this season
Right.
at all. And I think the main point of bringing like Russ in and bringing Winston in was like, hey, like we're gonna have two vets.
And like you want to show this guy
Right.
like what to do.
And a lot of people were bringing that up too. They were like, shit, you got two vets.
Right.
People were like, they were like, okay, and you have, and obviously still like fucking Tommy DeVito as well. So you got like four quarterbacks. I like the depth because it's like at this point, like Russ isn't gonna be like the old Russ, right? Winston isn't gonna be like some fucking MVP, right?
He's not gonna be Seahawks for us. No.
Yeah. So it's like you have these two guys. I like that though, having just like two different guys that he could learn from.
100%.
And I don't think I don't even gonna see him at all this season, to be completely honest.
No.
But I do like what they're doing, but their schedule is very, very fun.
Oh my gosh, dude, it's so.
You can't
it
go
is
0-2.
brutal.
You can't start off OT. You gotta be 1-1 to at least give me hope for the season.
Yeah, it's gonna be brutal. Hopefully the players can make it better as the season, as the summer goes on. Like we'll have a lot more to talk about.
I think we got more likable guys on the team, to be completely honest.
100%.
Yeah.
Like Brian Burns, Spida, Abdul Carter, Darth Vader, Jackson Dart, Anakin Skywalker. Dude, they're fucking nerds, and I just love it. I love it. But yeah, with the off season kind of starting to really pick up, we'll have a lot more to talk about. It's also fucking crazy, dude. What the fuck do you think about Rodgers going to Pittsburgh?
It's funny. It's fucking.
Honestly,
it's
like,
fucking funny.
That's the word to say. Just
fucking
funny.
because Russ leaves,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh shit, like
Russ leaves. Fields leaves. Fields leaves.
it goes back to
Goes to the Jets. Rodgers leaves. Goes to Steelers.
I like Fields with the Jets. I'm not gonna lie with you. I
Yeah.
like Fields with the Jets. I don't know if he's gonna like exactly like become like the player we thought he was gonna be when he got fucking drafted, but I think he's gonna be like a decent option for them, to be honest.
I'll never be a Jets fan.
Yeah.
But like I feel like out of all the teams that we don't root for,
Yeah.
the Jets are the ones that are like I don't hate them. Like it would be cool to see like them like go
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Like I'd obviously want the Giants to win, but like I am kind of interested to see what the Jets are going to do.
I'm very
this
curious
season.
to see what they're gonna do over there. I mean, I think they'll have a decent-ish season.
Yeah.
I will say this. I don't think both the Giants and Jets are going to be as bad as they were last year.
No.
I could see them getting like a couple more wins, right? But the thing is, the Giants is like, shit, the schedule got like a lot worse. But like, I don't know, man. I could see them maybe getting like 7, 8 wins somewhere,
My thing is, I mean, I don't know. My thing is the record. I feel like this is going to be a season where it's like the record's not going to show like how they
doesn't matter.
are.
Yeah.
I think it's
Keep
going
the
to be
games
like
close.
Yeah, they could be maybe like I don't know, like 3 and 6 at one point, but they'll be like, okay, but we're so much better than
The
last
3
year
losses were like
of all the talent that we have. Like we have these guys that are at least like starting to show some sort of talent, and give us maybe like 1 more year, 2 more years, and like we'll see where this goes.
Defense and O-line.
Exactly. And then you have the Jets, their new quarterback, their new coach. It's going to be interesting. So, are they finally going to break the curse? Are they going to finally make it to the playoffs?
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see.
But we'll also say, I mean, we're ready to wrap up and do our last segment. But we knew that this episode was going to be long, and it was mostly going to be about the Knicks because we had a lot to say.
Go New York, go New York, go.
Yeah, Dude, I still can't say that. It hurts. It hurts. I'm sorry. It hurt putting on this shirt today. Like I like didn't want to put it on. Dude, I didn't want to even play 2K last
Yeah.
week. I tried to, I couldn't.
Yeah.
Turned it off. But so we'll combine our last two segments, which is Boys Will Be Boys and Nights of Night, and we'll kind of talk about just like what's been going on right now with like our nightlife. What have we been up to? So you just came back from Nashville.
Yes.
How was it?
Man, I fucking loved it down there. I really, really loved it down there. It's just it's like a very laid back city, but their nightlife is really, really fun.
Yeah.
And the thing is like in New York, obviously, like compare anything to New York, you can't compare. But like New York has like so many different spots. Nashville has like one.
It's like a strip, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one strip, right? And I'd say like honestly, like you can't do all of it in one night. I say like 2 or 3 nights if you really want to enjoy every spot. But like the vibes there is just so like every bar, the windows are open. Live bands every night.
Isn't it like, don't the bars like kind of connect? Like, isn't there like kind of like a roof?
Yes.
Because like my buddy Chris was telling me about that when he went, it was just like there was like an area where you could just go from bar to bar.
It's fucking sick. And every bar has 3-4 floors and a rooftop.
Ye fucking how.
So it's like shit, like bro, you get like one shot at every floor and fucking you're already good.
Yeah.
But a very nice, very, very nice city. I will say this, everybody is so fucking nice there.
People are so much nicer down south. I don't get it.
Every Uber driver we had would just talk to us. Howdy. Where you folk from?
Yeah.
I said this too. I knew.
Did you turn on your New York accent? Were you like New York?
Nah, no.
Yeah, I'm from the Bronx.
It's so funny. Like we had the longest Uber drive we had down there was 40 minutes. By the way, the strip is like literally like a 5-minute drive from like the suburbs. So it's like you have an Airbnb there.
Yeah. How far were you from the strip?
Like literally like 8-minute drive. The Ubers were $5.
That's wow.
For 4 people.
That is
$5
that
fucking
is actually
dollars.
wild.
We were just like shit. We might as well just like tip them at this point, bro. It was nothing. But I literally had a 40-minute fucking conversation with a redneck. Like I'm not even joking with you. He was just telling me all about his life, and he had the accent and everything, and he was like, man, I love having you guys down here, man. He was like, where you from? And I was like,
dude, I don't get it. Like people down south are just like so like
fucking
sweet.
nice. So fucking nice.
And you come here and you're like, what the fuck do you want?
And I wanted to give a shout out. I tried moonshine for the first time.
Dude, moonshine kind of is
fucking straight moonshine with the 100 proof. That was fucking crazy. That made me like want to fucking gag. But the ones where they mixed in, mixed in shit with like strawberry milk and shit. It literally tastes like Fruity Pebbles. Like it was so fucking good. But their whiskey was also really good as well.
Dude, whiskey like is so good. I'm like actually, that's a drink that like that's a nice drink.
Yeah, like that was really nice. But I wanted to give a fucking shout out to the food down there.
Did you have a lot of barbecue food?
So the first thing I tried was the Nashville hot chicken.
How was it?
It's so fucking 10 out of 10. It's just a 10 out of 10. So fucking good. I got like the half bird. So it was just like that with the toast and everything. And their sauce is just amazing. And the powder. 10 out of 10, you got to try Nashville hot chicken in Nashville. Then I tried the barbecue. Man, I literally... And they always give their sides with mac and cheese and bacon and grits. So I'm
bacon and grits.
Yeah. And I'm eating the fucking chicken, and I'm literally looking around, and like the country music is playing. And I'm like, shit, man. I'm like, damn, I love it down here, man.
Yeah, I feel like Sheriff Woody.
I feel like Sheriff Woody. You know, there's a snake in my boot.
No,
you know?
that was so funny when you were texting me that. Like, it's hilarious. So let me ask you.
Yeah.
Babes down there. Yeah.
I mean, I might be a little biased because I went. And we didn't plan this at all. We went the same weekend as CMAs, the Country Music Awards. And
oh my gosh! So must have been.
We didn't go to the actual event, but we went to the area where they were. Oh my goodness!
Baberonis?
I'm saying 10 out of 10s, and cowgirl hats and boots and fucking man.
Okay, low key, cowgirl hats and them in boots like kind of does something for me.
I started barking, man. I started like knee-hawing like the fucking horses and shit. Yeah,
you could call me Bullseye. I don't care.
But really fucking nice area. I definitely want to go back. It's not a place that you'd go for like a week. but it's a place you'd go for like 3-4 days, I'd say, and you'd have a really really good time and really really nice area.
We all know that your heart is still Miami, though.
Oh yeah. It's always the 305. That's what Pitbull said. You know.
The great Pitbull. But so I actually, when you were down in Nashville,
Yeah.
our friend Dan,
Yeah.
he took me to
Yeah.
a disco club.
Oh really?
Dude, that shit was it was crazy. It was in Brooklyn,
Yeah.
Greenpoint. It's called Chow Chow.
I still gotta visit that area. I've never
Dude,
visited that area.
no, you would love that area. It's
Yeah.
very nice. Dude, there were so many fucking hot girls in Brooklyn. Like a Brooklyn girl,
Yeah.
like, bro, a 7 girl can become like a 9 if
Yeah.
she's from Brooklyn.
Right,
Like,
right.
I don't know what it is, but like Brooklyn girls, like they're a different breed.
Right.
So we went to a place called Black Rabbit to pregame. It was sick because it was funny because while you were in Nashville, like this area at the booths, like
Yeah.
the booth tables,
Yeah.
they had doors like little saloons,
Yeah.
like those like
Oh
those
shit.
like
Okay. Yeah.
those
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like those like southern
That's
like cowboy.
fucking funny. Yeah. That's the
Yeah.
ones that I fucking.
Yeah,
just saw
so
down
I was
there,
like,
yeah.
oh shit. Mark. So we chilled there for a little bit, and then we went to this place called Pencil Factory.
Okay.
Dude, it was like 9 o'clock at night, and this place was bumping.
Really?
And like there were groups of girls, groups of guys. Like
Yeah.
we were all fucking dancing, ripping shots. Like it was an awesome time. And then Chow Chow itself, like it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was so cool because you first get there, and like they started playing like EDM music,
Mm-hmm.
but then like later as the night went on, they started playing like 70s music. They
Oh,
were
that's
playing
fire.
like disco music.
Yeah,
They were
that's
playing
fire.
like the Bee Gees,
Yeah.
like Barry White,
Yeah.
like all the like Earth, Wind and Fire.
Yeah.
Like it was awesome. Like I
you
definitely
remember
dude, I want you to
21st
go.
night,
I think you'd
September?
really like it.
Yeah.
I would love to try to go to that place. And there was also, I sent that to you this week. One of my coworkers, she went to like a day club in Brooklyn. It was
Okay.
called like Allure or like Azure or
Oh, okay.
something like that.
All right.
It's in Brooklyn
Yeah.
where like it's more of like a day club only,
Okay.
where like it's a club
Yeah.
and it's only in the day, and like you get to see like the sunset, like you
Okay.
just party and
Okay.
like do everything. And I was like, damn, like Brooklyn girls in the day, like
Yeah.
sign me up.
Yeah.
But also tonight, like we're gonna be going out.
Yeah.
It's also funny because like we said this before.
Yeah.
It's like we're gonna be wrapping up right now, and we're gonna be packing up our stuff.
We're literally meeting up in like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, and it's gonna be like, all right, I'll see you in like 2 hours.
I'll see you in like 2 hours. I'm just gonna go and take a lunch break. You
No,
know?
literally, like we're going on a lunch break and then we're coming back.
Yeah, we're going to a Latin club tonight, so
Are we?
That'll be fun. Yeah,
I'm actually
apparently,
kinda
apparently.
excited.
According to our friend Mateo, it's the Latin version of Slade.
Oh, we're gonna do the bachata tonight.
We're gonna be like,
Oh yeah, no, we're really.
hey, listen. Shout out to Victor Cruz as well. You know, we're gonna do
Yeah,
that,
we'll be-
that salsa, man.
Yeah, we'll be busting out the salsa tonight. So Nashville, 1 out of 10. What would you give it?
I go 10 out of 10, to be
Okay.
completely honest with you. Yeah.
So-
shout out to the horses. I fucking love the horses. I have a picture of me going around with me and the horse, and a lot of people are like, "Man, what does the horse have a hat on?"
So I'd probably say then Chow Chow. I'd probably say like 9.5, 10. Pencil Factory, 9.5, 10. The Black Rabbit, like a 9. It was awesome. Like I'm not docking points because like I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I'm just docking points because Pencil Factory and Chow Chow were just so fucking lit. That it
Yeah.
was just so fun. It was just such a good vibe. Like people were doing like the fucking peace sign eyes.
Yeah.
I was doing the scuba. I was on the dance floor doing the scuba. Like who does that? Like, and I anywhere else I do that, people call the cops on me. So I will ask this question, and we now will jump into something that we're going to do almost every single episode, and we're going to do something called Where Were You When? So I asked you to ask your homeboys,
Yeah.
where were you when? So this week we did, where were you when the cat trade happened? And they gave you some responses. Fire off your responses.
Yeah, so As I mentioned before, for me it was a Friday night, and when I saw that shit happen, I was like, "What the fuck?" I literally dropped to my knees, and I was like, "Holy shit, bro! I can't believe this is happening." Let me see.
So while you find them, I'll tell you mine, because I think you remember this, but that night went to a Yankees game, and dude, that was the night that I drank the beer out of my shoe. Cause that was the
Yeah,
night that
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I got
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
hammered at the Yankees game, and I did a shoe beer, and I was drunk on the train back home. Saw the trade, and me and my buddy Lorenzo, shout out Lorenzo, he saw me crying because I was like, we just gave up Dante, and he's like, yeah, but you have Cat now. I was like, yeah, but like I want Dante. So when the trade happened, I was going home drunk, crying on the train, realizing that we no longer had Dante DiVincenzo.
Yeah.
So, what were some stories you had?
Yeah, so so my one friend, this is Bobby, where you met at Mustang Harry's when we went for the playoff run.
Yes.
I was like, "Where were you when the catch rate happened?" He said that he was in his room sipping a beer. He's pre-gaming before he went out, and he said he was shook as fuck because he said when he saw Dante was involved, he literally was like, "No!" But he eventually came around on the big kitty.
the big cat. That zesty king.
That zesty. Yeah, no, you're right. And then so my other boy, I said, "Where were you when the catch rate happened?" He said, "I was in my apartment at school and I was screaming, 'Thank God for the day.'" He's a big Julius Randle hater.
Okay.
So yeah, he said, wait, what did he say? "Be sure to mention that when I walked outside, the air was crisper."
I like that.
And he said he was walking with a strut in his step.
A strut in his step. I
And
like
then
that.
last person I asked was Yash.
Okay. Shout out to Yash. Holy shit.
I said, "Where were you when the catch rate happened?" He said he was about to go out. He said then he stayed in and he hopped on the call with me actually. We did like a group call with like all the Knicks pages.
Yeah.
We were like, "What the fuck?" He said he was hyped though. He was unlike you pussies. He was like, "I'm not crying about Dante. Fuck out of here with that dumb shit. We win titles in Jimmy D City."
I love that.
But yeah, man.
So we then say, because, listen, we wanted to mostly talk about the Knicks today because that was solely what was on our mind.
Yeah.
With everything that's going on.
Yeah.
The playoffs ending.
Yeah.
Coach getting fired.
Yeah.
Us having this awesome run.
Yeah.
We'll now have a little bit more of a planogram when we're now going to be talking more about Yankees, Giants, Jets. Also, shout out, like real quick, we'll do a shout out to the NHL finals.
Oh,
Bro,
yeah.
fucking lit as fuck.
Hey, listen.
Holy shit,
Hey,
dude.
listen. That's the longest fucking commute. Edmonton, Canada, all the way down to Sunrise, Florida is fucking insane. So.
Okay, real quick, give me your pick.
I'm gonna go with the Panthers.
You're gonna go Panthers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Panthers.
Panthers in what?
7.
Okay.
I'll go 7 because I generally think hockey is just like too competitive and it's gonna be close.
Okay.
But I mean, like, it feels weird to go up against like Canadians, especially Canadians.
Dude,
like,
everybody's like, "Oh, I don't want Edmonton to win because I fucking hate Canada."
Yeah.
Like, where the fuck is this hate coming from? I'm gonna say Edmonton in 7.
Okay.
I think what's actually crazy is this is literally last year's final.
Yeah.
But it's so fun to watch.
Yeah.
It's honestly, I'm not even watching the NBA finals.
Yeah.
This is what I'm watching.
Yeah.
Dude, like the game is on tonight. I'm going to be watching this while we're doing the bachata.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm going to be doing the salsa like with the phone in my hand watching the game.
I think the people want to know, what are you going to be drinking tonight?
Oh, I'm going to be drinking tequila. You already know I'm going to be drinking tequila. What are you drinking tonight?
I'm staying sober tonight. I'm drinking water. I'm hoping to mix in some Kool-Aid as well. So,
that Kool-Aid being Heineken or Coronas?
We'll see where the night goes. We'll see where the night goes.
Okay, so before we finish off, NBA Finals, what's your pick?
I say OKC in 6.
You say OKC in 6.
I think they're gonna win. Next game is an OKC. I think they're gonna win that, and I think they're gonna close it out.
Okay, I'm gonna say OKC in 7.
Okay.
I think this is actually gonna go to 7. I think the Pacers are actually going to give them a run for their money, but I still think OKC is going to win.
Yeah.
And I hope to God OKC wins.
Hope my boy iHeart gets a ring.
Because if Indiana wins, I'm going on a sabbatical for a little bit.
I can't deal with
OKC
that.
wins, I might have to hit up that girl again and be like,
Yeah.
what the hell?
What the helly?
So we didn't even say this. The podcast is called Heart of the City. We
Yeah.
didn't even say it.
Oh yeah.
So
Well, there you go. If you stuck through to the end, you know.
Yeah,
there you
if
go.
you stuck
That's
through-
a little Easter egg. You
Yeah.
know, when if we ever come out with merch, you know, whoever like fucking brings that up, we'll give you a free like hoodie or some shit. You know?
yeah, and this is like our Marvel credits. Like that, like if you stuck all the way until the end of the movie, you now know what the title of this podcast is.
Yeah.
So here's to us dropping episode 1 of Heart of the City. Mr. Mark, thank you so much for doing
Thank you.
this with
I
us.
appreciate it,
Thank you
yes.
for doing this.
I
Like thank
appreciate
you
it,
for
yeah.
making this like come true. And
course.
here's to all the other episodes that we're going to be
of
doing in the
course.
future.
Of course. Hey, who knows? Maybe our next episode is at the Jersey Shore. We'll see.
Yeah. Do you have anything else you want to say?
Fuck the Pacers. You know.
Fuck the Pacers.
Fuck the
Okay.
Pacers. Fuck the Red Sox.
Yeah.
Fuck the
Fuck them
Patriots.
for winning in overtime, extra innings last night. Fuck them.
Yeah. Fuck them. Fuck the Patriots. That's all for now. I think I'll say, and we're gonna get some chow down now. So
I'm gonna say my closeout is fuck Indiana, fuck Boston. Let's just keep having such a great NHL finals.
Yep.
I'm gonna be watching that tonight. It's gonna be fun. And also, you Brooklyn baddies, HMU, hit my line, please. So now I'll say have a good day, have a good night, have a good afternoon, and until next time.